Hello, everybody, and welcome to the OCRP iRacing League at New Hampshire tonight. And we are going to be chasing after the lobster, as everybody likes to say around here. But I am joined by the one, the only Mr. Civ Ryan. How you doing tonight?
That's me, doing well. How are you, Jeff?
I am doing great. You know what I didn't ask you whenever we were off the air was how your Thanksgiving went, because it's Canadian Thanksgiving up there.
It was very nice. I had my family in town, which we haven't been under the same roof for the last couple years all together, so it was really nice. And yeah, had some food and yeah, lots to be thankful for, including this broadcast.
Absolutely. And we have a lot of racing ahead for you tonight. Just keep an eye on that time slot right now. 28 minutes on the clock left until we get to qualifying. Qualifying will be 10 minutes total, 5 minutes for the actual qualifying session, 5 for the drivers meeting, and then we will move on from there. Looking at the weather today, well, air temperature 78 degrees, winds, there they are, north at 1 miles per hour. You better believe it. And that track temperature 104 degrees. A lot of drivers not complaining about that in particular. But we were talking and watching earlier here in practice with some of the drivers, and we did get to talk to them because iRacing did put a update out on this particular car. This is the next gen car that we will all see in the real world for 2022. And the update was supposed to, I don't know, do something, but they basically fixed the issues that a lot of drivers were having, and that was the car was running kind of weird on the setup. So they fixed the setup on the car. A lot of drivers in the Monday Night League, if you guys don't check out the Monday Night League, what are you doing? That is on West the Mess 88's Twitch channel. You can check it out there. He goes live in the evening for the Monday Night League. And those drivers are running this track here, Ryan, in a fourth gear. But tonight, from what we heard so far from the other drivers, they are shifting on both ends of the track.
Oh wow, they'll have to shift around a NASCAR track? Oh my god, that adds a whole extra layer of complicatedness for these guys.
Oh man. Yeah, well, I mean, it would be a pain in the butt if you had the old style, H shifter pattern in the transmission, but they have a sequential, so it's really not difficult for them to just reach up there and downshift and up, to downshift and upshift. So from what we heard from Charles Gray, which had a huge heartbreaking race last week at Darlington, he said he is shifting on both ends of the track, and that's Rucci losing control back there. So you see a lot of drivers right now trying to put see what they can get out of the car for the most. And a lot of guys just, got in here, and iRacing just pushed that update recently. So a lot of guys haven't had time in the car yet.
I'm still currently downloading that update right now, so I'm enjoying your stream.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't send it over to you. I need to do that.
Yeah, could you?
I don't know how to do that.
Yes, you do.
In this room?
Yep, you go. So at the very
I figured
bottom,
it out. I figured it out.
You're smart, boy. I'm
smart. Let's see here. I'm going to throw it over to, I got to find an iRacing simulator. There we go. Go live with it.
Excellent.
There you go. Yeah. You just don't see the overlay, sadly.
That's okay.
Yeah. It just helps.
I just need to see what you're seeing in real time. We're
going to show you that here in just a few moments. I'm going to give you a look here behind the scenes of how everything runs in this little studio here, and I will bring it up right now. So here we are in the studio. You can see here the main display is right here. We're using ATVO, so we got all this stuff right here. Now, the reason I haven't changed that little thing up there at the top yet is because I have all my controls right here, and all I have to do is just click on Thrustmaster, Next Level Racing or FRN. That changes all of that. I can go from a lap counter to session timer to this is the lower thirds for Matt Rucci there. That pops that up down there when I click on that. Over here I have our weather. I have the schedule. I have my tickers, so I have the top bar ticker and the sidebar ticker. I have to click those each individually each time there. Bring up the comm box as well, right there. And the reason why I'm showing all you this stuff, because This is what Flat Out Racing Network is made for. It's really, really cool. Click on the top right here, and I've got the race name right here. Tonight is the Magic Mile 120. Right here, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I can put that one away, and that's pretty much everything. And then down here, I've got my timing screen. I can see what all the drivers are doing out on the track. Now, if somebody is slow in the race, I'll know about it because that will actually light up red, and I will be able to see all of that stuff there as it happens in real time. Up here, this little panel right here is all of our cameras, so I can just switch between different cameras all I want by clicking on them, just like that. So that's how I manipulate all that stuff. I've got the stream chat right here, so I can see you guys, and then I have a little display here that shows me what you guys are seeing to make sure that it's all working as it should. So that's a little scene there of the control panel. Yeah, behind the scenes of the control panel of how everything works here.
That's all cool, Jeff, but we really wanted just to see the dogs or the cat, or your feet. I mean, one of the three.
Yeah. Well, there are none. Another thing, I did add a bunch of new music to the library, so we don't have the same 5 songs playing every single time over and over again. I know we were all enjoying those, but I did add a bunch of new music to the playlist, so we won't be wanting to off ourselves after hearing the same song about 18 times in a row. And speaking of which, over or under for cautions tonight, I say we're gonna have a solid, I'm gonna go with the number 7 cautions.
7.
I think it's gonna be higher. I think I'm under on that, but I'm going with 7.
God, I hope not. I'm gonna Price is Right you. I'm gonna go 8, Bob.
Well, I mean, we'll see what the chat says. We're going to open up the chat here. One thing I do want to do is early on before we get to green flag racing, I do want to get you guys more involved. I usually have, as you saw all the stuff on the screen, I usually have my hands full here on the opening of the broadcast, but I do want to get your guys' opinions. There's some people saying 10 cautions there. 2 of those for that one. And for those of you guys that are donating and doing all the great stuff that you always do on Twitch, I really appreciate that. We try not to bog it down with that stuff because these do go out on YouTube for others to watch, and I don't want to go through, hey, but we love you, we appreciate you, all the support that you have shown for this entire season has been phenomenal. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us on Thursdays. It sure has been a lot of fun. A lot of guys out here on the track right now running pink numbers. One of those drivers is indeed the one, the only Wes Graham. And running those pink numbers because of the breast cancer awareness. Wes Graham, one of those drivers that has had that affect them in their life of a loved one. And they're showing their support tonight. And you'll see some other guys out there with pink numbers.
That's awesome. I like that.
We have a good picture of Wes there. We still don't have a Mr. Houseneck, and I don't think he even unloaded off the truck today. I don't think he's going to make it. I could be wrong about that.
No?
I don't see him on the track. Dylan Macedo running those pink numbers as well. Another driver to watch tonight. We saw him do amazing things at Darlington and then just absolutely dropped the ball, spun the tires right in front of the whole field. And that pretty much ended everything for him at Darlington. He was one to watch to win. But right now, second fastest on the board. If you want to have a look here on the side, we got Favignano. That is the fastest one on the track right now, and that's 67. He's got 1 win so far this season. And then we have Macedo Lance, another driver that we have seen slowly but surely moving forward, but showing a lot of speed here tonight. I'd love to see a lot of new names when it comes to guys that are, Oh, and look at that. Favignano trying to avoid Sermon and just wrecks it.
Oh, David.
My God. Stefan Benende, 4th fastest right now, and Rucci showing 5th. I mean, those guys have been showing speed week after week after week. Sargent in 6th, 7th to Brown, and the 8th position is Brandon Buggs in the 81 car. What is he doing? Is he out there on the track right now? I think he's parked right now. I don't think he's actually. No, I think he's actually on the track. There he is, right there. We see him. There he is. Yep.
Oh, he's in the retro theme.
Yeah, he is still in the same theme that he was at Darlington, so maybe he forgot to change it over, or who knows.
I like it. Looks good.
Yeah, it's a good looking ride. He's been rolling with the blue and the yellow, but maybe he just like, hey, I think I like this. I'm gonna stick with it. I don't know. Oh, and he's gonna spin right off of 2, and this is the one to watch tonight. Turn 2 is gonna be so tricky because let me tell you here, if we look here on the blimp camera, you can see this track, and all the way where they're coming down turn 1 to turn 2 down there, the lower you are on the track, you are hitting what a lot of the drivers are calling a sheet of ice, basically. And you can run on the bottom, but you can't commit back to the throttle until you're almost to the backstretch there. So that's gonna be something to watch tonight. We'll probably see a lot of spins coming out of turn 2, I would imagine.
Yeah, Bugs isn't too happy with the setup. He sent me a message before we went live saying if we wanted another person in the booth because he really doesn't want to drive the track. And I said, well, that's what quitters say. So don't be that. Get back in the car.
He's got points too.
Yeah, he's up there in the mix. And
I do apologize. We don't have the correct points for you because that was a updated thing that they had to be done on the back end of the guys at Flat Out Racing, and I didn't get an updated one on that. I don't think it's that important, but I can tell you what's going on with the standings in real time because I'll just pull them up, and it'll be a lot easier than me trying to find out outdated information, because every time we would do that, we'd be like, okay, what are we doing here? And then we'd be really screwed. But I need to actually find the standings, and we'll go to that. So Matt Rucci still leading in the standings, by the way. Leonard Fodorero in second. So Matt Rucci and Fodorero are going to be the 2 drivers to watch tonight for any of that stuff that we could, expect. Which is, we're seeing a lot of guys spinning off a turn 2 there. Sorry, I had somebody bringing me a beverage at the door there, and my brain kind of went to mush.
What kind of beverage?
It is a Michelob Ultra beverage.
Oh, a Michelob Ultra, a low-calorie beer for a high-quality man.
Absolutely. Now, I did. We went to a place and had some coconut shrimp. I had a Hawaiian chicken sandwich, and I did have 2 Blue Island margaritas, and those were fantastic.
Blue Island margaritas.
Oh yeah,
that sounds delicious.
They're actually really, really, really good.
Were they with rum or tequila?
Tequila, of course.
Okay.
But of course. Let's get back to the points real fast. Just I'm gonna give you guys the top 10 here for the most part. Dylan Macedo in third. 4th is Brandon Osborne coming off that win at Darlington. Huge for them. They find themselves in the P4 slot. Then we got Robert Keller, Joel Brown, and then Brandon Buggs there. It's showing a tie right now between 2 drivers, and that is Brandon Buggs and Nick Sargent. But I don't know. I'm looking at the laps and the total points. Yeah, they're both at 219. So you need to see. Actually, what needs to happen is Nick needs to finish in front of Buggs on this race because they're running out of time in the season. And then Wes Graham in 9th. Chris Essery in 10th. So those are the top 10. And Alex Reno just outside there in 11. Alex Reno reporting in that he probably won't make the race tonight due to technical issues. Remember, these guys are driving virtual race cars, and they have to deal with technical issues such as their pedal's not working.
That's a shame. It sucks to not see Reno out there, but it happens.
He's been so strong this season, so to see something like this, throw a wrench in it is really unfortunate.
Yeah, I really just got to blame the pit crew of Alexander Reno's car for not getting his pedals working. Just real shame by his fictional pit crew there.
Fictional pit crew, fictional teams, fictional everything. It doesn't matter. And Rucci losing control there. I don't know what that was about. One to watch tonight. Definitely, is going to be the 43 of Joel Brown. We've seen great things out of him this season so far.
He needs a
7th
redemption
fastest
race.
Yeah, he does. After the heartbreak at was it Pocono?
At Poconos.
At the Poconos. He was up at the Poconos, and he was poking his nose in somebody else's business on that one. Look at this 3-wide racing here. These guys are just having fun, it looks like. And that's Kyle Cleveland in front of Brandon Buggs and Fodderero there on the, or sorry, that's not Fodderero. That is Aaron Beaver. They have a very similar scheme. And Brandon Buggs straight in to the pit wall.
Looking good, Buggs. Looking good.
Head on into the pit wall on that one. We're going to back that one up for you just so you guys can see just how much of a boneheaded move this is. He's coming to pit road here.
This all night from the 81 car.
All night. Here he is coming down thinking he's really slick. He's like, hey, I'm going to fake these guys out, you know, in practice. And he starts to come back up to the track, just, you know, runs out of talent, hits the cone, and right into the wall.
I don't know if he ran out of talent, Jeff, because to run out of something, you actually had to have it in the first place.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah. Big beef.
Yeah, big beef there, for sure. 13 minutes left before we go green flag race. Well, not green flag. We will open up to qualifying, and we'll try to cover as much of that as we possibly can, and then green flag racing will be at right around 9:10 p.m. Eastern, so stick around for that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here at New Hampshire. Welcome back to New Hampshire, where we're going to be starting some qualifying here in about 10 minutes or so. We were talking about the schedule in question here because they are starting to run out of time. We're looking here at the actual schedule, and here we are right now at New Hampshire here, October 14th. So only 5 races left in the season. So it's time for drivers like Nick Sargent to try to make positions up on Brandon Buggs, and for Brandon Buggs to make more positions up on the other guys. And honestly, I think that Brandon Buggs is going to need to get a win in the next couple of races to put himself in position for the championship, because right now it's going to be very difficult to beat Rucci. So next week you'll see us at Indianapolis, and then you'll see us at Watkins Glen International. That's who I have as a pick, actually, Ryan, is going to be Brandon Buggs for Watkins Glen, and then Martinsville, Atlanta, and Phoenix. Now, that I should be able to make both of those races, Martinsville and Atlanta. I'll be in the real Phoenix for the championship race. That's going to be right around the 6th to the 8th. So, yeah, that won't play into that at all. Atlanta, we've seen how these cars behave there. Should be an interesting race, and then finishing out of Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be a great one to watch.
Yeah, the season finale at Phoenix. Yeah, I think Buggs will do well at Glen. I can't see him doing well in any of these other races, though. I just don't. I don't know, especially tonight. He has zero confidence right now. and you hate to say it, you hate to see it, but I think he's just looking forward to his road track racing. But yeah, I think the usual suspects to look out for tonight: Fodoraro, Rucci, Macedo, Osborne, Graham. I mean, they're usually, our top 5. But I'm hoping again. I'm hoping Joel Brown 5 gets a redemption, and he can get back in the top 3, get a podium finish for one of his races.
Yeah, my pick tonight is going to be not Lance. I think Lance has got a good shot at this. I think he's an underdog to watch tonight in particular. But my man is going to be that 25 car of Dylan Macedo. I think that he's been so close to getting a win. He's shown speed every time he unloads, but he's got his hands full with Rucci and Fodoraro.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy. There's a lot of fast guys, and I don't know. It's gonna be a close one here. I think we're gonna see some upsets here. I think there's gonna be some guys crashing that don't usually crash.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't want to see out of drivers that need good runs here tonight, such as talking about Brandon Buggs and talking about Nick Sargent. Those guys right around there, they need a good run tonight to keep pushing up in the standings. But the guy right now we want to watch to see if he can keep that momentum coming off his win at Darlington. That's Brandon Osborne. He's bringing it down pit road right now to take service of the car. Looks like the right side got in the wall. Might have had some help there, actually. Just maybe.
Brandon Osborne driving that big B Ford Mustang. What do you think of the way these cars look, Jeff, within the new gen with the Mustangs and the Camaro? How do you think they look? I think they look fantastic. One, I will tell you, and two, they do look a lot like the street car. They really do. I know NASCAR's been pushing that, but that is so true. When you see the pictures of the next gen car next to the real street car, even the Toyota Camry looks like a Camry. It's pretty crazy how much they actually look like the real car, especially with the shorter deck lid on the back, just how the real one would be. But another thing is that I'm interested to see not a single driver is elected so far to push those numbers forward where the old contingency sponsors would be located. As you see right there, they're going to be gone on the next gen car, and that 80 would slide forward, and they would put the big beef back there behind there. I haven't seen a single driver here on the track tonight or any time this season really that has done that. Can they do that in Trading Pains yet?
Yes, they can, because it's actually, yeah, you can, because you can run your custom number, and then all they have to do is just move the number forward. But yeah, they can definitely do it. But not a single guy in this league has elected to do that, which is, maybe it's just protesting. Hey, I don't like it. Me personally, I've seen car schemes that look really, really good with it, and some that don't look good with it because they just didn't know how to fill out the side. But there's been a lot of good ones. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. Oh, you're fine. I'm watching Wes Graham get around. We're going to ride on board with Wes Graham right now, and let's see how he gets around this track here tonight. There he is, up into fourth gear, 9,000, right there into fifth gear, and then watch. There's the downshift right as he's getting into turn 3. Roll all the way down to third here for Wes, maintaining the middle lane there. That's the groove that has all the grip. There he is, up to fourth gear. And now into fifth gear, and then he's going to downshift into fourth, run the middle line, because if you drop to the bottom, it's just straight ice down there. You can see there's not any traction on the track right there. He gets a little low there, a little loose. Third gear. And that's another thing we were talking to Charles Gray about before the start of this race, and that was just how much more the cars drive on the limiter compared to the older setups they were running before. They didn't really have a lot of choice in the matter, and now you see guys that are able to shift all over, and I think that's cool as far as what the next gen car brings.
So did they just change the gearing then? The gear ratios?
So the next gen car has a sequential 5-speed in it now. It's no longer a dog box transmission, meaning that you don't have to use a clutch to just jump out of the gas and then push it into the next gear. They don't have to deal with not only that, but they're not using the H shifter at all. It's a sequential shifter forward and back that you would see similar to the V8 supercar.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that. I simultaneously like it and don't like it at the same time. That's why I always thought NASCAR was kind of different and cool because they still had that age pattern. But I also like it because it's, could make the quality of racing a bit better, and it's getting them with the times a bit.
Oh, absolutely. No, and
sequential shifters are faster than any hand can do. So
well, that, and then you eliminate the problem of misshifting that you see a lot of times, and then on top of that, you now have the single wheel, the single lug nut on the wheel, so no more loose lug nuts. And to me, that's just been a problem in NASCAR for the past couple years, is all the drivers afterwards that fail the inspection because all their lug nuts, all 5, are not tightened. They get penalized for that, and actually the crew chiefs will get penalized and suspended for the next race if they have too many. So that's something that'll be going away, and also speeds up this, the pit road time. Another thing to watch here is on the back of these cars, you can see all the hoses and everything going on in the back. These cars will have a little LCD screen or whatever. It's basically a virtual rear mirror, and the camera is located on the back, just at the very, very, very top of the windshield. You can actually see it right there. It's kind of a little bubble there. It looks like a TV camera like you would have on the front, but it's on the back, and that's their rear view mirror. Now, iRacing still has not added that to this car.
Oh, they're gonna have a camera as a rear view mirror. Interesting.
Ooh, and the 40 car Sermon in the wall there. Having some issues getting that car, and he's just completely stopped on the track right now. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and tow it out. And Richie's going to get around there, no problem. 2 minutes and 28 seconds till we get to qualifying. And just want to welcome in everybody. I know we got a lot more people here currently, so I did want to do one more time. I'm going to give you a little behind-the-scenes look at how everything runs here in the studio to bring these broadcasts to you. We always want to say thank you to Flat Out Racing Network for providing all the graphics and everything. They're a fantastic company to work with, and they did a professional job on everything. So here it is right here. Once again, I'm in my little spot here, my little cubby hole. We've got the main screen here. We've got all our graphics up here. Now I can change these by everything you see over here. You've got the universal hub that I run here, so I can just go ahead and get rid of my top bar ticker and hide the universal hub. Then I can bring up that hub. I can also change between a lap counter and a session timer. Obviously, we use a session timer when we're in practice. And then I can bring my top bar ticker. I can put that away. Sidebar, put that away. Bring up the schedule, weather, and then I can bring my my lower third down here of the name and everything here. And then up here, these little 3 right here, I can change between our sponsors. We've got Thrustmaster, Next Level Racing, and FRN. I can change between the race results and the starting grid. That's all down here. That's all these little guys right here. Now, before we take the green flag after qualifying, I have to turn this one on. That's a finish trigger here. That's going to give us the end results of everything. If I don't hit that, that would be bad. But I haven't screwed it up yet. I can also force any of the actual flags that we have here, the different colors. You can see red, green, white, and yellow. Information about the track right here. The commentator box right here, that's both of us. As you can see there, top of here, that's the race name and all the information there about the race on that one. And then down here, this is the timing screen. Very important for me when I'm watching this race. I'm going to put the ticker back here on the side so you can see who's fastest in the session right now. But I'll see some of these light up green or red, and I'll know who's advancing in position and who's not. And especially on a crash, say a crash happens, the yellow comes out. I just scroll down this thing real fast. I'll see some red down here. I can double click on that driver and we'll know exactly what's going on with that. This little panel right here is the TV camera panel. I can switch between roll bar, gearbox, TV, TV3, blimp, whatever I want to do as far as all that goes there. And then I have the stream chat here so I can see what all of you guys are doing there. And then that's a little preview of everything that's going on. And that is the end of that. So let's move on, shall we, to qualifying. But that's a little look behind the scenes. That's what I see here in the booth. I'm ready to get rolling.
I'm the 40-inch Vizio TV monitor personally. What happened to that?
That actually ended up getting thrown away.
Oh my, how dare you?
Well, I actually got that gaming monitor, and then my old BenQ got moved over, so I don't have it anymore, sadly.
Gaming monitor.
I'm going to kill the music here. I do want to watch Rucci. This is going to be an important run for him as far as qualifying goes. So let's see how he does here. You can't make any mistakes. You want to have a really good run here. We'll check between him and Brandon Buggs here. He's now coming up to speed. Rucci rolling the top of the track there to get as much out of the car as possible. Now he's going to take his first green lap here. We're going to have a wider shot here so you can see how much speed he's carrying into the corners here. And there's that shift right there. He is shifting. There you go. That's going to be a really good lap there for Brandon Buggs and Gage Bookman. I'm watching those two drivers, but right now watching Rucci, see where he ends up here on his first lap. He hasn't gotten it yet. That's going to be a 31.25. And Brandon Buggs at 30.431 right now. He's trying to get his second one. We'll watch how he tries to clean up his lap here to get a faster. I think that was the end right there. Yep. So that's going to be a 30.588. So his fastest was a 30.431 actually. And we can see right there, Rucci's got the fastest lap.
There he goes. He always does this.
Has to do the reverse. Yep.
He's got to do a reverse. Yeah.
And I told you, one we want to watch is going to be Macedo. He's shown a lot of speed tonight as well. Trying to find out where he's at. But Wes Graham, what's he doing? He's coming down pit road. Brandon Osborne's out on the track. See if we can get a good speed there. He's going to be 7th right now, fastest. No, he's still going, so we'll see. Oh, overdriving a little bit there. Off the corner. Car is extremely loose off of 2. There's that shifting. It's so weird to hear cars shifting at this track as much as they are. And we're seeing them go all the way down to 3rd gear, up to 4th and 5th. Got his hands full in that car right there. That's going to put him, looks like a 30.372. Still showing 7th fastest right now. I might update here, but maybe not. And I think that's all. We have some other drivers out there. We got David Sermon here trying to get around the track. Let's see what he ends up with. So far, he ran a 33.589, 3 seconds off the pace. That's a 35.154. So his best was a 33.589. He's 3 seconds off the pace. So the other guys. And James Hilton.
3 seconds?
Yeah, 3 seconds slower than the guys that were up in the top 5 or so.
Come on, Dave.
So we'll see how this goes here. I was seeing if James Hilton was going to go out on the track. Maybe not. Aaron Beaver's on pit road there. Brandon Buggs just sitting there in the grass. And Osborne's still taking time out there. Just taking it easy. I think they're in their drivers meeting right now, or they will be shortly. I'm going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with green flag action here at New Hampshire. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we are back here at New Hampshire. They're just finishing up their drivers meeting before we get to go green flag racing here tonight, and we're seeing the fastest guys up there. So we got Rucci on the pole right now. No surprise there. We have Favignano in P2. He was the fastest in practice, and right now showing P2, so just a little slower than Rucci on qualifying. Dylan Macedo in third, fourth to Jason Lance. Stefan Benende right there in P5. P6 to Graham. Starting P7 will be Osborne, and then 8th to Sargent. We'll get the rest for you shortly when we get to the starting grid, but for right now, we're waiting for them to get on the track and grid it on up. I'm antsy, man. I'm ready to race.
I'm ready to watch some racing.
And we've got karaoke going on in my house right now. Like it's amazing. The acoustics of the house in the kitchen. We have like our kitchen there, and then off the kitchen's a huge like little spot there at the end where all the karaoke and bar is down there. And I'm on the other side of the house, but I can't even hear it at all. It's that good. You can run it as loud as you want in there, and you just don't even hear it on the other side of the house. It's kind of nice.
Ooh, very nice.
I'm not jealous.
You're a little jealous.
Maybe just a little bit, but I'll hang out with them after I'm done here. That's what I like about Thursdays. Thursdays are my my easy day because, you know, we do 5 PD on Wednesday. It's the only scheduled like video I usually have, unless we do Beam or something. And I get to just kind of take it easy, and then I look forward to doing the broadcasts. And I gotta say, I don't think I'm gonna go back to racing anytime soon. I'm really enjoying this.
I will say I do miss racing. I've been out of the car for how many seasons now? I think next season
you're gonna do it.
I might hop back in. Yeah,
that's
really
right. I bet I could
racing.
find somebody that'll join me in the booth. I've been trying to get Wes to do it because Wes has got such a good presence on his broadcasting that I'm like, I think he would be really fun to do, if not as a third. But maybe he's just, you know, he's starting to get that. He's like, you know, Riggs, I'm too old for this. You know.
Well, you can't replace me. How dare you? You got to do it solo. No, you're not.
I have to do it solo.
I'm irreplaceable. You have to do it solo.
That's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind doing it solo. The thing is I just take a lot more breaks.
Yeah, that's better.
There'll be times where I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about, so I'm just gonna go to a break. We'll be right back.
I did that when I went. Well, you've seen my solo broadcasts. They're quite different.
Well, yeah, but I don't think this is that much different, honestly. I don't take it 100% serious. It just looks good, folks.
It looked better.
It just
looks way better.
It just looks good, that's all. But you couldn't get ATBO to work for you?
I eventually got it working.
Okay.
And when it did, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
And I love the new ticker that they have all set up, because you just double click it and it opens the whole program and everything. And what's really nice about ATBO now is it remembers everything. So when I open it up, it puts my timing screen where it would go and everything. So I don't have to mess with that, I must say.
Yeah, it's nice. Very happy.
40 seconds until we start gridding here. Let's hear it right now in the chat. Who is your guy? What picks do you guys have? And I know that we're gonna have about 20 for Bugs, but he's sitting right. You know, he's sitting back there a little bit, so he's got his work cut out for him tonight as far as speed goes. He was not happy with the car setup, so we'll see how that goes. But we've also seen, you know, the tenacity in that driver, and he can overcome having a bad experience in practice and qualifying and come around and almost win a race. We've seen that happen. So there is that. A lot of people from Macedo or Osborne. There you go. Some Bugs. We got some Joel Brown with the flows, of course. 86 to Lance. Yeah. There you go. I agree. Lance is an underdog in this season and in this league. I expect to see some great things out of him. As long as he can keep his nose clean out of other people's business, he'll be good.
Keep your nose cleans.
Waiting for the rest of the drivers here. And as soon as they start to pop in here, I'm going to go ahead and start with our driver lineup, because we have so many drivers here. I want to make sure that it makes sense to us. Matt Rucci on that one. TV1 for him. We'll put him on TV2. There they are right there. Let's go ahead and start that starting grid up. I'll let you guys know everybody is going to be starting here tonight. And row, that's all screwed up. Row 1, there it is. Matt Rucci, your pole sitter right now. Leonard Faderero on the outside in P2. Outside there in row 2, we have Dylan Macedo and Jason Lance. And right behind them, Stefan Benende and Wes Graham. Row 4, we got Brandon Osborne and Nick Sargent. A nice run for Nick Sargent there in qualifying. He'll be starting outside of Osborne there. Row 5, Chris Essery and Brandon Buggs. Outside of those two, behind them, we've got Charles Gray and Ryan Potter. Row 7, Joel Brown with the flow and Aaron Beaver. Row 8 will be Ryan Steinhoff and Robert Keller. Robert Keller getting that win at Daytona early in the season. He's got his work cut out for him tonight. Row 9, Gage Bookman and Kyle Cleveland. Row 10 will be Rick Evans and Eric O'Neill. Row 11, right there in the back, as per usual, there's the man, the myth, the legend, David Sermon, a.k.a. Damn It Dave. That's the lineup here tonight. I'm ready to go racing, man. Let's get going. Who are we waiting on?
Yeah, what's the hold up? Get going.
Yeah.
We ain't got a goddamn day. Hurry up.
Let's get going here, boys. There they go. All right. All right, let's go racing.
Let's go racing.
And look at
okay.
that. I didn't forget. I hit the little trigger, so I have that. So we'll have the correct ending to the race.
Oh, you're triggered.
Definitely one to watch is going to be that 67 of Faderero. What an incredible season that he has had. He's just kind of slowly but steadily and hanging in there. That win really helped him out in the points, and he needs a good race tonight.
I think we'll see a good race out of him tonight. Just my gut feel. I think we're going to see some good things out of Faderero.
However, we have seen a lot of heartbreakers the last couple races, and seeing guys making huge mistakes early on that ultimately puts them in a bad position. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to go ahead and get ready for the start of the race. We've got Matt Rucci is our control car, holding off everybody here. And green flag flies in the air. We're racing at New Hampshire.
Nice start there by our leader. That's going to be Matt Rucci. And he's going to quickly clear that 67 car.
Yeah, and Matt Rucci put the brakes right there on the 25 of Macedo that was trying to get around him in turn 2. And we know that turn 2 is like a sheet of ice right now. I think a lot of guys are going to just take it easy. But not Faderero. He's going to look to the outside.
It's got a nice little run there. I can't tell who these cars are anymore, Jeff. I don't know who that is. Macedo. Like, I get their deliveries.
Oh, yeah, you got Matt Rucci right now, Faderero, and then that's Macedo there in the Dunkin' Donuts car. Then you're talking about the ones behind. You got Jason Lance, then you have Stefan Benende in the 73. And Stefan Benende with problems. That's not good for that driver. No yellow flag.
No yellow. I was waiting for it. I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, no caution flies out right now, but that was Benende lost it all by himself coming off of turn 2 there. That was something we thought we would see today, and that exactly is what happened there. Matt Rucci still out front.
Looks like they're breaking away from that pack there, Jeff. The top 3. But there's some good hard racing going on behind them, as I'm sure you can tell. Bay Area Bugs trying to make a move there on the icy machine of who's that? Ryan Potter or Nick Sargent?
That would be Lance, Jason Lance in the 86.
In the 86, Jason Lance. That's right.
Yep, Ryan Potter's back there 2 more spots. Right. He's got the pink numbers in the 60 car.
By the last race, I'll actually know all these drivers.
He's moving right now. Brandon Buggs is the fastest car on the track right now.
And from the guy that was like, I don't want to race this race, and he's killing it right now. Good work, Bugs.
That's usually how it goes. Like I told you, I've seen him do that before, be really grumpy going into a race, but the tenacity just kind of takes over, and he does it. He gets it done.
I think he just goes into a different zone. We got to spin here.
And the caution. Yeah, Brandon Osborne. Yeah, Osborne with problems there. Oh, and hold the brakes there. That was almost a damn it Dave moment there. Arca brake.
Damn it,
Did
Osborne.
not slow down. No, I'm watching that 40 car. Sermon almost clobbered him.
Well, Osborne reverses the car here.
Yeah,
after
I
he
saw that.
stops.
Yeah. So he was racing on the inside of, that was Robert Kellert there. Let's see what transpired between these two. I don't think there was any contact or anything. I think that was just Osborne just getting into the gas a little early there. It's a sheet of ice down there on the bottom. And that's all it took.
A little self-spin. You don't see that much out of Osborne.
No, but it's just, it's a testament of just how hard it is to drive these cars on this track.
Good job keeping it out of the wall.
Yeah, no, he did do a good job of that. That's for certain. We're right on board with him to see what he saw during the whole thing.
I think he got into the throttle, like you said, Jeff, and he just went.
Yep, right there.
Slippery.
And he almost tore the front nose of the car off of it. Look at how fast he stopped right there. That's why he backed up, because he thought he was going to hit that inside wall there, and that would have really been a problem. But no damage for the 80 car, and right now he's going to be catching up to the field behind David Sermon in the 40. And out front, out of that whole thing, we missed everything because Dylan Macedo has scored P1 right now. So he must have been right in front of Rucci racing him when that caution came out.
Saw Ryan, I think it was Ryan Potter came in for, no, not Ryan Potter. Robert Kellert, came in for a pit there.
Yeah, it's Kellert on pit road right now. He'll take,
maybe had a little bit of damage. I don't know.
I don't know how he would have had any damage there. I don't know what he's doing.
Warming up the pit crew, being like, hey guys, like, I'm here, just get ready for when we actually got to do this.
Exactly. Well, we completed 7 laps, 1 caution. Now remember, I said, what was it, 10?
7.
I said 7. 7 cautions.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm being nice. 7 cautions. That's the first one. But you know what? I'm surprised we even got 7 laps without a caution. I thought if we were going to get a caution, it would be in the first 3. Everybody kind of feeling out the track.
Not a bad start. And honestly, it was a self-spin that caused that caution. It wasn't anybody wrecking. So
yeah, exactly.
Would I count that as a caution? I mean, technically, yes. But would I count it as like our cautions? No, because nobody absolutely dicked it into the wall. So
no, they didn't screw it up.
I would say that was a technical caution, if I had to say anything. It was more than safety first.
Yes. Now, I'll tell you, when I was an iRacing driver, one of my bugaboos is definitely drivers that don't pay attention to the single file rule. Mm-hmm. So when you're under caution, like right now, everybody's in a single file rule. Nobody's allowed to be side by side to stack up because they don't want to, because you're going to have a lucky dog or whatever come around the outside there.
Seriously.
But we see a lot of drivers that just tend to stack up, and I don't understand it. I mean, I guess they don't want to run into the guy in front of them. I do get that, but you also want some space.
So what I would do is like don't go right beside them. Like if you don't want to run into the guy in front of you, still run behind them, but then go on a different lane. Like that's fine. I don't mind people doing that. It's when they go right beside each other. So what are you doing? Especially because, like you said, a lucky dog comes and then they're like, they're on their horse. It's like everyone get down to the bottom lane, and then that's how we get wrecks under caution. I'm with you, Jeff. It's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah, it really is. And I've been hit so many times under caution that's the reason why I'm like, come on, let's not do that. Stacking them up. Lights are off on the pace car. Will be green flag next time by. We'll be restarting on lap 10 of 120. So we have a lot of racing to go. I think we're going to see a long green flag run happen unless something happens coming off of turn 2. Because I think that the biggest problem tonight is going to be turn 2 and a lot of these drivers getting around that.
Well, I hope we see some green flag runs here, and yeah, I think we will. I think so far so good. Nothing to indicate any big things happening just yet.
I saw somebody asking, "What is the pace car?" That's a good question. It's not any car I know.
It is a proprietary. It's called a sedan.
It's a sedan. Green flag in the air once again. We are racing at New Hampshire. Macedo with a great restart there, and now the 20 at Rucci had some help with Fodorero there, but that's Wes Graham on the outside, powering by.
Damn it, Dave locking it up, falling to the back. Bearder almost takes him out way in the back there. Sorry, Jeff, I'm watching the back of the field, and damn it, Dave's going to be all the way in the back. Yeah, you hang out back there, bud. Yeah, Robert Keller almost plowed into him.
I'm watching the race happening right here between the 28 and the 67. And behind them, another race. That's Brandon Buggs on the outside of Chris Essery. We've seen a lot of close racing last week between these two drivers. And here they are continuing exactly that at New Hampshire. And there goes Potter.
Potter to the inside. Is it going to be a caution? No, it stays green flag. He's all the way in the infield there. They're going to keep the flag out. I wonder what happened to Potter.
I'm not sure. It just looked like he just had a self spin coming off of turn 2 right there. Which that's what we were talking about. It's one of the hardest corners here at this track because it's so flat. And if you don't have that discipline down on your accelerator, well, you're going around. That's just how it is.
But no damage taken there.
No damage, but look who's out front right now, my man. When I called it earlier about, that's Macedo. Started third, and now he's in the first.
Macedo out in front, Graham behind him, Leonard Ferraro in third. Nice view there, Jeff. Rear bumper cam, you get to see Wes's car looking good.
Yeah, it's a really good good view out back. You just see how much of a gap there is between those two drivers. But everybody's right now in single file. Watch for anybody back here. That was Gage Bookman falling back, and that's Eric O'Neill following a spot back there. Good battle happening here between the 37 and 89, nearly getting into each other there. The 89 of Hilton giving a little bit of a, well, he kind of squeezed him a little bit there, or that was the 37 that did. And they're fine. Still side-by-side racing back here. The only racing on the track right now, and there goes the 37. He got tagged hard, inside hit. And we'll see if the caution comes out. Still under green right now.
Still green.
Somehow, some way, and out front, here comes the 25. We'll see
another wreck on the front straight, Jeff.
Huge crash. That's Bookman involved.
Oh, just hang there. Don't careful.
Yeah, don't move that car. Okay, now he's going to back it up there. We're going to find out what just happened here. We're under caution after some trouble on the front stretch. Now, we saw Eric O'Neill have issues on the back stretch, but now this is another self-spin, it looks like. Yep, just the 37 or 36 of Bookman just kind of losing it there. And there it is where he thought he could save the car, trying to wheel it, and then there's that death wiggle. That's all it takes to the inside wall. Tears the whole front of the car off, and he's going to have to come down pit road, and he is definitely going to have to get a fast repair. Out front, anybody can come down pit road? We're going to find out.
To Gage's credit there, Jeff, I think he did a snap over correction because he didn't want to go all the way back up into the high line and take somebody out. So good job on him to not wreck anybody else out, and he kind of took himself out there. But yeah, let's see if anybody comes down for an early pit. This would be a very early pit because we are only, 20 laps? What is it, 16 laps into this race?
Yeah, only 16 laps into this race so far. And we're working the second caution right now. Nobody's going to come down pit road. No need for that. So it's going to be another boring ride around here. But at least the caution laps are shorter. That's for certain. It's not Daytona or anything like that.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Now, Jeff, has there been any big beef happening? You got any word of any big beef happening between some drivers down there? I got a couple things going.
Not that I know of, honestly.
No big beef. Okay, well, I got reports of Wes Graham getting into it with Matt Rucci.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some big beef there, real big beef. They made fun. Wes made fun of Matt Rucci's choice in mice. Sorry.
In mice, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, that's a Bush League mouse. I think he was rocking a some lower end Logitech or something like that. And yeah, Wes being the elitist mouse lover aficionado, gave him his peace of mind, and so they're beefing right now over mice.
Well, we do have some bad news to move along, and that is Dave's PC has crashed, blue screened out. Yep, Sherman's PC blue screened on him, so I'm sure he'll be back shortly, but he's going to be missing some laps, possibly. But perfect timing for a blue screen when you're under caution. You won't lose that much, and he'll be looking for some lucky dogs. He'll be the only one down any laps at all.
Well, at least he didn't lock his girlfriend out of the house this time, so...
It was his lovely girlfriend that moved that information along to us, so we do appreciate the inside of what's going on with the 40 car. If you guys are following, if you're a David Sermon fan and you're here to watch him race, you know, we've got you covered. We're keeping an eye out for you. But out front right now, it's been the man, the myth, the legend, the Dylan Macedo. He's out front here at New Hampshire. We'll be right back. And we are back. A short break there because, well, it's not a very long time to get around the track here under caution, and we're going to be restarting lap number 20. They keep restarting right on the money. Can't be upset with that. Dylan Macedo is the control car, elected to take the outside lane here. We'll see how this restart goes. Green flag back in the air.
Rolling good front you, rolling real good front you.
Good start there from Macedo, but they're going to be too wide with Rucci and Fodoraro going into turn one here. And as Rucci takes that high line around, and they're not getting too close to each other there. We'll see if he can clear that 67 car of Fodoraro.
Whoa, and what a move that was by Bugs to the bottom to get around him there. And he's got his hands full with Essery on the bottom, and that was a move to get around Fodoraro by that driver.
Pretty sneaky, sis. Pretty aggressive move there by Bugs. But it works out for him.
I think he's starting to find some speed in that car for sure.
Oh, yeah. He sees himself in fourth place now. Just shy of podium position.
And here comes Fodoraro charging around Essery right now, trying to make a move there. Let's see if he can get around him. You can see how crazy it is. All these guys shifting into fourth, and he's going to get all the way down into fifth gear here.
Yellow flag.
There's the yellow. Oh, man, a lot of guys involved. That was Osborne involved, too.
Osborne again.
Osborne again involved in that one. Missed the whole front there. We're going to back that up and find out what just happened here, because I don't know any more than you do.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, this was between two drivers right here. We're going to see... That's how close it was. It was him and Charles Gray racing really hard.
Oh, big beef.
Looks like the 80 kind of shoved up into him. Didn't mean to get into him, but might have been some net code, and that spun the 87 around. Yep. That's all it took right there.
Mr. Orville Redenbacher on the side got a face full of beef. Got slapped with the beef. A little bit of net code for sure. And what's not going to do them any favors is, Osborne's going to feel like he got turned, because like from his point of view, it did.
Yeah.
But
oh man, Keller just had nowhere to go. That was Cleveland got in the back end of him, and that was the 15 of. That was the 15. That is. I always forget about Ewing. There he is.
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing. lot of damage in the front of that car too, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, they're all down pit road. We'll see what happens here.
A lot of fast repairs. Now I'm concerned because Robert Keller and Osborne have already taken a fast repair, so they're going to be on their final fast repairs. If you don't know what a fast repair is, it's basically they get a new car.
I thought they got three in this league.
I think it's only two.
It's only two? Okay, there you go.
Only two.
There you go. He'll take two and no tires. Just a fast repair. Get back out there on the track.
And if I was them, I wouldn't be very happy because I'd be like, I've already had to take my second crash repair on lap 24. The f is this?
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, during that whole kerfuffle, that actually worked out really well for Wes Graham. He was battling for position with Matt Rucci, and he got the spot there, so he'll have the track position on Rucci on the restart. And if I'm a betting man, I would say the 25 of Macedo is going to restart on the outside lane. But we're going to keep an eye back there on that 81 car. Bold moves out of that camp. They've been all over the place. You know, unloaded, went into practice, not happy with the car, not happy with anything. They have a little bit of damage there on the right front there, as we see. But, you know, climbing the mountain. And that's exactly what they have done there in P4 right now.
Hey, he had aggressive moves, great moves out there for the Florida area man. And yeah, he's looking strong. He's, for a guy that says he doesn't like this track and car combo, he's got some nice car control out there.
Well, we're gonna take another quick break here. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. We'll be back in just a few. And we are back here at New Hampshire, getting ready to restart lap number 27 this time. Macedo electing to take the outside lane as expected. Ready to restart this one, and maybe we'll finally get a green flag run here. That's the third caution of the night. All right, Ryan, let's hear it.
Great.
Shut the f up. We're going racing, and Macedo in that Dunkin' Donuts car is dunking on these nerds, and he gets a great start on the outside, followed closely by Wes the Mess Graham. And look who it is. It's Bay Area Bugs, moves up a spot to third place. Oh my goodness, what a great start there by the 81 car. Oh, who's that behind them? Is that Rucci behind them? It is. And that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 start there for lap 27, Jeff's favorite number.
Absolutely wonderful. I had Macho Randy
I don't know. I
Savage there. Oh, I liked it. That was good. And Rucci with a little bit of speed there, but yeah, one to watch right now. The fastest car, like I said earlier, on the track was the 81. Nick Sargent making a move right now on the inside, of Joel Brown, and Steinhoff right behind them.
Who's that on the bottom there in the pink bubblegum machine or whatever the hell
That would
is?
be Nick at Night. that is Nick Sargent.
Nick Sargent. And then the Frankenstein car behind him. That's Ryan
Steinhoff. Yep.
Number 2, Ryan.
And you know,
getting a little close.
Oh yeah, real close. And that's the 80 car joining the track again here. Not sure he came down pit road again, and he'll be blending into traffic here.
This is very uncharacteristic, like for the 80 car. Not sure what's going on with him. He's gonna be a lap down, Jeff.
Yeah, he's showing a lap down, but that he's going to have to battle Davis Sermon for that spot. I think it's going to be difficult for him to get that lucky dog so he can get back on the lead lap if a caution comes out. But this might be the green flag run that we've all been waiting for.
Could be. They're all going single file here. Except for in the back there, Osborne's working on Jason Lance there in the ace machine, trying to make a pass there. And Fodoraro looking to the outside there. Can do it.
Yeah, that's Osborne. All the drivers around him right now are not for position. The next car he needs to pass will be Charles Gray.
Well, he's just looking for a a lucky dog, is he not?
Yes, he needs to get the lucky dog position, which he just has to finish in front of the 40 of Sermon, which he's already in front of him, so he should be in good spot.
So
in a good spot there.
Osborne's hoping for a caution, one that he's not involved in for once, so he's really hoping for that. Yeah. So far, so good. Everyone's keeping it tidy, keeping it clean, and lots of speed out there. The front three guys. So some drafting going on there between Fodoraro and Rucci. Rucci's gonna be all over that bumper.
Yeah, and it's a smaller track here at New Hampshire, but the draft starts to come in play right there just a little bit, and it does help out a lot. That's helping them move forward, and they're going to try to get to the back bumper of the 81 next. We'll see if they can accomplish that.
This track is proving to be a difficult track to pass on. Not many drivers have been able to make a pass work, except off the restarts there. But look at Macedo just showing great pace there in that Dunkin' Donuts car. But oh my God, there's trouble brewing ahead, Jeff. Is that the 40 car of David Sermon?
That
in
indeed
the middle
is.
lane with the hazards on?
Yep.
Oh no.
That indeed is Sermon there. We're going to find out what he sees behind him. Look how fast he's going to get past. Here's Macedo right behind him. You're right
Dave,
on board with
hold
Sermon.
Your line for the love of God, Dave. Just don't
Hold your line right there.
I need to go low and
there
just
you
take
go.
him out. Good job. Dave.
Yep. There goes Wes around him.
I love this wild card.
And this whole time right now, you got Matt Rucci making a move on the 81 of Brandon Bugs.
Oh, Bugs getting
3
absolutely
wide
by Dave.
Yes, he did.
Oh no.
Yes, he did.
That is a dammit.dave.exe moment if I've ever seen one. No, on his friend too, Officer 404. Whoa. No fault on Dave. Dave's just trying to stay out of the way.
Yeah, he was.
But that was, I gotta commend it to, who's that, Rucci? Using the blocker. Using the blocker like a good old, like a running back.
I mean, you know what? That's what you want to do. Like when opportunity presents itself for you to get a position, you use that lapped car as a pick, and that's exactly what he did. Textbook.
That was a textbook pick and roll. What do we play? Mass pick and roll move. And a good job by Dave. He didn't crash anybody, and he's staying out there. Good job, Dave. I know we were giving him the gears there, but he didn't do anything unpredictable.
He scored in the 23rd position right now. It's only showing 1 lap down. He's actually battling. Sorry, no, he's 4 laps down.
Was it Dave or Zach that finished top 15? I think it was Zach that finished top 15 in the one race.
Was it? Yeah, Zach won one of the openers at the Invitational race, and then he won that race. But then he had a top 5 just like recently in the last few races.
Wow,
he's been getting much quicker as time goes on. More practice, obviously. But this is the green flag run I was expecting right now. We're seeing guys taking it easy right now. Everybody's just in a single file lane. We're watching for any racing on the track, and I'm just not seeing it right now. Everybody's just kind of, chilling out and doing their thing. Another driver is the 70 of Rick Evans, almost in the wall there off of turn number 2. He's trying to hang on to the 14th position. Behind him, a lot of issues. That's Gage Bookman, but the one I was watching there was Ryan Potter. Almost lost control off of turn 2. And looking here, right in front of them, Aaron Beaver and Stefan Benende duking it out for position 11.
Well, yeah, good battle there.
It's the only racing I'm seeing right now. Everybody else is pretty much nose to tail as far as you can see.
I'm seeing, I think, around position 6, 5, and 4 there, Jeff. They're stacked up.
Yeah, that's the
67 and
67, yeah, of Fodoraro. Has found his way to the back bumper of Brandon Bugs. We'll see if he can do anything with it, but he's got his hands full because behind him right there is the 2 of Essery.
That's just it. And but I think they're actually going to close in on Rucci, and Bugs is going to want that position back, especially after that pick and roll done by Rucci.
Man, I can tell you, it's so strange to hear these cars shifting down a stretch. Like, straightaway.
I love it.
I do too. I really like it.
I like GT3 cars.
I don't know if they like it, but I sure do.
I like it.
It sounds cool. Gives you something more to do.
Yeah, it's another element that you got to pay attention to. Now,
Comes
Jeff, when you raced iRacing, did you use a H pattern?
Yes, I did for a long time. It wasn't until the last time I ran the street stocks where I went over because I have my American Truck Simulator set up and I didn't want to tear that all apart just for iRacing.
Yeah, fair.
Which it doesn't matter now because if I jumped into this car, I would just use my paddle shifters anyway because it's a sequential. Actually, I would use my Thrustmaster sequential and / handbrake, the Sparko handbrake.
Oh, the Sparko. Yeah.
Yeah, I would use that. I have two of those. I have one for handbrake and one for sequential.
Wow,
Here comes Favignano looking at the inside of the 81. Nope, he's going to get back in line.
It is going to be tough to pass that 81 car because I don't know if he's going to do it on the bottom. He's going to have to. If he gets a good run.
Well, Favignano has been much faster in turn 3 and 4. You'll see right here as Brandon Buggs is going to get into the brakes into 3. Watch how much quicker the 67 is than him on exit of 4.
Oh, look, there he goes. He's looking to the inside, sticking his nose in. He just needs a little bit. Not enough. Yeah, it looks like he is braking a little bit later than the 81 car on the entry there, Jeff.
Yeah, he's got a lot more speed in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 is where he's getting beat by those guys. Back here, Chris Essery. No, he's good right now. But I was watching back here around Nick Sargent. He just made a pass right there. And he's been battling the 59 of Ryan Steinhoff right here. We're going to right on board with Steinhoff. And he started 15th. He's up to 9th right now.
Is that Joel Brown they're battling with?
They're battling Joel Brown for the 8th and 7th position. That's Sargent in 7th there in the 48. A really good battle happening right here. Really good discipline by these drivers right here. You can see Steinhoff rolling out of the throttle there and just easing back into it again and looking out back. He's trying to clear the 43 of Brown. And he will do it.
Yeah. But look who it is. It's David Dave on the outside. There he goes.
And Damn Dave going down another lap there. And it's the difficult track. So this is his rookie year. So I know what it feels like to get. Oh, and the 59 gets into the 48. Just kind of overcooked it 3 wide. It's not going to work.
3 wide. Oh,
that's not going to work.
They're still 2 wide here. Joel Brown's going to try and work on Nick Sargent on the inside coming up to turn 3. Can he do it? I think he's going to do it, Jeff. He has to brake there. Had the speed originally, but can't make it happen. But they're going to be side by side down the front straight. Great battle here. As Ryan Steinhoff is well clear, but then we got Jason Lance in the mix here too, coming up on their rear. But Joel Brown nearly clears them. Almost. There he does it.
Got some really good racing right here. Classic short track racing. A lot of guys out braking each other, getting into the throttle earlier than the other guy. And we're seeing Lance taking advantage of it.
Tit for tat, little crossover move by Jason Lance. Nick Sargent. Trying to go on the inside there. Turn 4, can't make it happen. And Joel Brown, if he wants, he's gonna really close the door on Nick Sargent, because Nick Sargent's gonna keep poking at his head.
Oh, and Sargent goes around.
I mean, that works itself out right there. This is gonna be caution.
Yeah, that's a caution right there. Hold it. He's good. Nobody hitting him.
Close.
Wow. Nick Sargent started 8th and made his way all up to 7th. A really good battle right there, but now he's going to lose a little bit. He's back in 13th right now after that spin. But the caution comes out. Now you got to think, hey, what's going on out front? Dylan Macedo, you going to come down and take tires? These guys have to make a stop eventually. Are they going to elect to come down early and then later on in case of a green-white checker? We don't know, but we'll see what they're going to do here.
That was really convenient that the cars we were watching were the cars that were involved in the caution.
Well, they were racing really hard, which you'd love to see it.
They could do that more often, so we could actually, pay attention. Oh, here we go, action.
At 25 coming down pit road.
No games there, Jeff.
No games there at all. That's the 25 coming down pit road. You got Wes Graham as well and Matt Rucci behind him. They're going to find their way. We'll see who can finish first here off of pit road.
Did anyone stay out there, Jeff? It looks like a couple cars did.
A couple of cars did. We'll see on the next scoring loop, but I'm going to watch the race off pit road here. Rucci finally to his position. He had the pole, so he's got the first one. And Favignano right behind him. Looks like Rucci was ahead of him just by a little bit there as he's going to go up on the left-hand sides. And down away. Here comes Macedo. What a great stop of Macedo and Rucci, and it's going to be Graham. Then a real close one. That was Bugs, and then that was Favignano, and then behind them was Chris Essery. So we'll see how this shakes out here in just a few for the restart. But yeah, we had some cars stay out. But the scoring loop won't catch up for a little while, so we'll see here in a few moments what exactly took place.
Would you say he beat him off?
I would not. See, I'm keeping an eye on what I'm saying.
Beat him off!
And Cleveland will come down on pit road, and Charles Gray as well.
People don't forget, Jeff.
I know.
Especially when you have Bugs in a Discord, he definitely won't let you forget.
So right now, those guys did not come down pit road, or they just did because the pit road was open for them then. The two cars you're seeing in front of Dylan Macedo right now are your wave arounds. They elected to stay out. They will get a lap back each time. That is a wave around position, and that includes the 40 of Sermon there and the 80 car of Brandon Osborne, exactly what he needed to see here. A driver that just won last week at Darlington, and here he is trying to get his lap back, showing currently that this will put him back in a good position. He'll be on the lead lap here shortly because it's currently showing him on the lead lap, so that means that he will get it back here as he passes the pace car. That will happen when it is the 1 to go signal by the flagman, which they don't do in iRacing, and then you'll see the lights come off on the pace car with 1 to go, and you're gonna see all these cars go driving around the pace car there, and they will get their lap back. That is called the wave around for those of you that are new to NASCAR and oval style racing.
It'll be nice to see if Osborne can bring it back. He's been to fight through some adversity here and bring it back to a solid position. I'd really like to see him do that. Fight through the bad start he's had, and not through no fault of his own.
No, I agree with that.
Actually, well, no, he did have a self spin, so it was a bit of his own fault. But I always love seeing guys like pull it together and like just hammer down and get refocused and do what they know what to do and what they're good at. So I'm interested to see where Osborne's going to finish up, Joe.
Yeah, and all he needs to do is just get that lap back. He's going to be one to watch for sure. He's going to be cutting through the field. He's got a really fast car. We saw that in practice, and we saw that in qualifying. You guys are watching the Magic Mile 120 here at New Hampshire, getting ready to take a restart here on lap 53 of 120. Let's do it. Pace cars down on pit road. Green flag back in the air.
The Magic Mike 120.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Macedo is so fast, Jeff, off these restarts. Man, he's a good driver.
Yeah, I'm watching right here in third. That's a battle for third. That's Brandon Osborne holding off the 88 of Wes Graham. Really close racing between these two.
Really close racing, man. Bugs has been in the mix here. And don't count Favignano out. He's on the outside there in fifth position, excuse me. Almost hits the wall there behind him. But and just like that, you can see that Chris Essery is going to try and take advantage of that blunder. And unfortunately, Favignano's dropping back, Jeff.
Yeah, he's got something happened there. Maybe he's on older tire. No, he just came down pit road. Maybe just took two.
I think he got really loose, almost hit the wall, and just lost momentum off those corners. And it can happen so fast, just like that. But yeah, your top three here are Macedo, Rucci, and Bugs. But yeah, look at that. Favignano was trying to. Okay, well, there we go. There you go. There you go.
Oh, you're good. I was watching watching him. I was gonna
watch your screen as well.
I forgot you're watching what I'm seeing. I'm just kind
I
of.
don't want to commentate on stuff that is not applicable.
No, it's fine. I had the narrative in my head. I was talking about how Favignano had a win so far this season, and he's hanging in there in P6 right now. Had a fast car today.
I think he's got a very fast car. I think that was a slight blunder there, but he'll make it back up as we're watching Daria Bugs here, and he's gonna be under fire by Wes Graham, a car I never enjoy seeing behind me because it's never a good feeling because you know he's fast and you know he's not gonna leave you, and that's Wes Graham, and great driver, solid driver. He continuously sees himself in the top positions here. But yeah, behind them, Jeff, Esri and Favignano are getting a little close there.
Yes, they are.
Definitely gonna try and make a peak there on Esri in that blue number 2.
Yep, getting off turn 2. Everybody gets around that corner, no problem. That is one of the most difficult spots there. But yeah, he's got his hands full right now with Favignano breathing down his neck as he's trying to hold him off while racing the 88 of Graham.
Really interesting seeing the different braking points. Seeing some people late braking, some people having to adjust for the person braking in front of them, braking earlier than they thought. And I think it also has to do with downshifting too. I think that has added a whole new element into this racing.
No, you're absolutely right by that observation, because if you're not getting down in your gears as fast as some of the other guys, you're missing out. Right now, the 81 is trying to get around Rucci. They almost got around him there in 3 and 4, but Rucci had a lot of speed on exit right there. So the 81 finding a lot more speed than what we saw earlier. And Macedo now, that gap is starting to close up as they're on the back stretch between Rucci and Macedo, but we're watching right out the back bumper here now of Rucci, and you can just see the difference in braking. I want you to watch down here in 1 and 2, because in between 1 and 2 it gets really bad. Sorry about the drop. I don't know, the frame rate with iRacing tonight is being interesting, but down here 1 and 2, you see the 81's out braking the 28, getting into the corner, but man, Rucci's got such speed on exit over the 81 right now.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the trade-off. You're late braking, but you're having to brake harder when you're late braking, so you're not able to carry as much momentum through that corner. So it may look like the guy behind him is, because he's late braking is faster, but then through like the mid part of that corner, because they got a little bit more momentum, consistent momentum, they're able to get a nicer exit.
Yeah, I was watching the 40 car there, just really trying to stay out of everybody's way. Super slow on the track. Surprised that driver's not getting black flag for not having any speed right now in the car.
Does Dave know there's 5 gears in the car?
He's only in 3rd.
It's like, actually, man, these things are slow.
You know what? Let's ride on board with it. Let's see what he's doing.
We need energy,
yeah, he's
Dave.
in 3rd gear. Hold on. Come on, Dave. Shift gears here.
The meme is real.
Okay, there's 4. Okay, so he's electing to stay in 4th. He's not getting into 5th because he doesn't have that much speed, but that's just confidence in the car. That's all that is.
Yeah, it is.
Watching this group of drivers right here, Jason Lance. Saw a lot of good racing out of these guys, Steinhoff, Lance, and Brown. But one to keep an eye on right now is Andrew Ewing. He was a driver that started 24th. He's in P10 right now as he's trying to find his way past the 43, but he's got his hands full by the 60 of Potter. Potter with that earlier spin, he's able to maintain P11, but a car to really keep an eye on right now is what we thought we were going to have to watch, and that is the 80 of Brandon Osborne. Just kind of keeping out of trouble right now. He is on the lead lap in P18 right now. He's got to get around the 40 of Sermon here. We know how scary that can be. So we'll keep an eye on what he's doing. And he'll get around him with no problems, but 40 fighting on the outside. Look at that.
Back up front here, Jeff. You got two battles between 2, 3, and 4. Wes is trying to make a look on Bay Area Bugs. And he's they're right close, and they're actually having to deal with a bit of lap traffic.
Yeah, sorry about that. Had another beverage delivery happening right in the middle of this.
Very nice.
Sorry about... Now I think I have 3 full drinks. Okay, well, we're going to try to figure that out. Yeah, it's the 37 of O'Neill trying to keep out of the way.
Chug it! Down the hatch, Jeff!
I don't know about that. Are you chugging?
Yep.
You chug, I'll chug.
Oh, okay,
All right.
hang on. Hang on.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it burns.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That burns the esophagus
Now
so
do another
much.
Do another one.
Another, yeah, right. Another one. I'm trying to keep an eye on the race back here.
Come on, Leahy. Get another one in you. You are the liquor, Jeff.
I am the liquor. There it is. I'm not bluffing. That burnt the hell out of my esophagus. You kidding me?
Was it cold?
Yeah, it was so cold.
That's good.
Oh man, I am gonna be wasted at the end of this broadcast if I keep this up.
We're getting wasted. I'm not. I have a ginger ale.
Yeah, I'm having water. Just kidding.
I gotta work in the morning.
Was that really a ginger ale?
Yeah, I
hate
love a
you.
beer.
I hate you.
Why do you hate me?
Come on now. It's
You
the
love
broadcast. You got to bring it out for the broadcast.
It's all the way upstairs. I gotta go grab one. I don't have people delivering me beers. If
I
could
know,
train my
it's
dog that way.
dangerous. Tonight's been very
It's
dangerous with that.
convenient.
Oh my God, I didn't want to see it happen. That was so scary between Sermon there and Macedo. He'll get around him, no problem, though.
Oh, we got Rucci coming up to him, though, and Bugs and Graham. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on these guys as they try to get around him here. Let's look at what it's like on board to get around the 40 car.
I would say, like, Dave, go to the bottom line, but it's slippery down there.
No,
so
yeah,
like
he's doing a good job right there.
Good job, Dave. There you go. Nicely done.
And this is the long green flag run we thought we were going to see, and that's exactly what's happening here. I'm telling you what, the 40 car is about to cause a caution. He's doing the best he can to keep it out of it.
It's going to get dicey when there's two wide racing coming up to him. It's fine right now because they're single file, so everyone can get around them safely. But if there was too wide, like we saw earlier with the 81 and the 67, using them as a pig, that's where it can get interesting.
And during that time, this is the 4 car of Robert Keller, the winner of the Daytona race this season. He's going down a lap as he was in some earlier incidents there, and he's got a lot of problems with that 4 car right now. He's just about as slow as the 40 was.
Well, I think he's been involved in so many cautions that he doesn't have any fast repairs.
And there's the caution.
You called it, Jeff. Oh, no.
I don't see anybody on the... Oh, there it is.
Damn
Charles
it.
Gray involved.
David.
Are you kidding me? Was that Gray and Sermon that got together?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Here's a Damn It Dave moment brought to you by Thrustmaster. This Damn It Dave moment right there was actually Beaver got into the 40s. The 40 came across the nose of the 97. Not anywhere to go, and the 87 checked up the best he could. Man, you'd hate to see it. I knew it was happening. The 40 car's not making minimum speed, so I maybe race control's trying to be nice. I don't know, but there he's in. A lot of damage to that 87 of Gray.
Oh, no.
Which had a really, really good attitude coming into tonight's race, and he gets caught up in this mess here.
Dave's doing the equivalent of like an old lady on the highway doing about 35
exactly.
to 60. Like that's like some say speed kills, but also like going really slow and not matching pace can also kill.
Yep.
As we saw there.
And that's Charles Gray showing P21 right now, unfortunately. Hilton on pit road. We'll see what he can do here.
Clean up that Brenbacher there, Chuck.
James Hilton on pit road. Probably going to get some repairs done to that car. Yep, he is electing to use his fast repair finally. Get a lot of damage here on the right-hand side of the car there. He's scored in P18 right now, so he'll take 4 tires and get back on the track. But out front, it's been the Dylan Macedo show. Talked about him all last race. It's such a great race at Darlington, and I know, Ryan, you weren't here to see it, but it was a late race restart, He was on the inside lane on the restart, spun the tires, car went completely sideways to the right, and he was restarting in like P3. So it stacked up the whole field, huge crash on the restart. And that was the 81 back there being an idiot. You see that? He's trying to do that whole, hey, I'm coming down pit road, but I'm not really going to do it.
Such a jackass.
We've seen him do that before and really, you know, have to pay the piper on it. But he
I got big beef with him. He came out to my Sea of Thieves gaming night. He's like, hey, can I play with you guys? We're like, of course. Standing invite to all you guys. And all he did was he played music the whole time and then puked in my face in the game. The whole time.
That's my Sea of Thieves experience with him, too.
He's never being invited again. He's done. He's banned. He's banned from Sea of Thieves. Put it on the Twitters.
Well, that's because you guys play Sea of Thieves like in a professional manner. Like you guys are actually really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I would do the same thing because whenever I would play Sea of Thieves with him, we would just do and just drive people crazy.
we stick around and do that too. What's funny is he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden we get in a fight with a boat, and he's like, I'm on their boat, and we're like, oh, that's good. And he goes, I just killed them. I think they're green. We're like, yeah, that's really good. And then he goes, I anchored them, and we're like, who is this guy? Like he was like actual esports Sea of Thieves in it, and he's just like, is this good? Do I stay on the boat? We're like, holy
he knows
shit.
how to play it. Don't worry about it.
I know. I think he was.
He's sandbagging it for sure.
He's sandbagging it. Either way.
All right. We're going to be restarting lap 76 here. I need to jump in with you guys. I haven't played that game in so long, and
seriously,
it'd be fun to play. I haven't played with Black Hollow in forever.
We like standing invite to all you guys for Sea of Thieves Wednesdays because we just go and kill boats.
I know, but Wednesdays just I'm so mentally drained at the end of that whole recording session.
Well, that's why I don't do I skip the beam.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So the 5PD recording session.
They're amazing.
You know how that goes.
That's a highlight of the week for sure.
It is.
It's so ridiculous.
My brain melts. Okay. Pace car lights are off. What does that mean? Oh, they're about to go green flag. Jeff, you got the call.
All right. Pace car's down and away. Green flag in the air. Macedo with the big jump. Out back. Wes Graham holding off the 28 for as much as he can. And the 28 is going to take the preferred lane away. It's really close between those two, actually. Oh, the 43 that was, oh no, yeah. That was Joel Brown there involved, the 43 car. We're going to find out what just happened. Caution came out. That was trouble off of 2. Actually, it didn't seem like it was that bad, but right here you see the 43 out of shape, a little loose. I think that might have been net code right in front of Lance there. Yeah, we're gonna ride on board with Lance and find out what exactly happened there, but look at the 15 Ewing. What a power move to get around that.
Ooh, Tokyo Drift. Can he hold it though?
That is the question.
How many cautions has that been? We could be getting close to your tally.
We have to be getting close to it. I would agree. I didn't want to say that. Look at that 15. He saves the car.
Oh.
He overcorrects it there, and he holds it down. But I mean, like, watch it. Watch this drift right here. Watch how close it was to the 43. You see right here, just, I mean, full left turn around the 43 of Brown. Look at that. And he didn't hit anything. That's the cool thing about it. Look at this drift, though, right here. This is a really nice drift. Hanging it all out right there. And Potter trying to get around everybody. He just elects to take it down into the grass, which is not a bad idea. That's probably what I would have done. All right, let's see what Lance saw there in that whole thing, because it was possibly a little bit of... we'll find out. Joel Brown there. Just not good luck for him at all. But yeah, let's watch the 86 here and we'll see what he saw on his nose, because it was really close. Right here's where it happened. So looks like it might be contact there.
Oh, that's contact.
It looks like that is the case. Let's see right here. Back it up. Yeah, that's actually contact. Yeah, 100%.
That's contact.
The 43 just thought he was close. I don't think the 86 came down on him at all.
I don't know. I don't think the 43 went up, did he? Somebody did something.
I think that it was a racing incident because guess what? The 86 wasn't running. He's running the same line as the 59 of Steinhoff up there. He wasn't next to the wall. I think the 43 thought he had more room than he did. Like, watch right here in real time. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yep.
He thought, no, the 86 had a little bit of a turn there to the left. But I mean, it's just close racing right there. That's a tough one.
Look how close the 2 car came to getting. Look how close that.
All right, we'll watch of Essery.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna find Essery's camera here so we can see what he saw.
A little rear bumper cam.
That was craziness. His rear bumper. Yeah, he saw all of it happen right behind him. Wow. Yeah, he almost got involved for 100%. Whoa. Watch that one in slow-mo here. Yeah, you can see right there. It doesn't look like it was netcode.
Yeah.
100% netcode. Look, right here. So the 43, I think he thought he had room there, which he technically did. But I mean, look at that. That's a good foot, a half a foot or so of netcode. Yeah, they never touched.
Oh, there it goes.
And it was already out of shape when that happened. But yeah, look at that right across the back camera. Wow, man. Nice job by Essery to get away from that whole mess. And there's the 15 of Ewing. What a beautiful drift.
What a cool view that was, seeing everybody behind them wrecking.
No, that was indeed. All right, we've been watching that for a while. This is a quickie yellow, as they call it. So we are going to be restarting a quickie. We're going to be restarting lap 81 of 120 as iRacing absolutely craps the bed and destroys our broadcast for some weird reason.
Oh, you're losing some frames.
Green flag in the air, and that was the 81 that had a huge problem there on the restart.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be drawn back to 4th here, Jeff.
Yeah, he got jacked up big time by the 28, looked like there. Somebody didn't get rolling on that restart, and he couldn't do anything with it. Macedo out front, running away.
Ooh, Wes is not going to like this. He's going to be battling Bugs on the inside. That is going to eat up his tires if he stays down there too long. Good job there by Bugs to not give that position up. He did not just lie over. He is fighting for that P3 as we're on board with Wes right now. Trying to work on him.
He's still working on the outside there. He's clear of him right now, giving plenty of room. You see the difference there? That's what we have talked about before this race started, was the netcode issue. A lot of drivers know the netcode issue is there with iRacing, so they're giving that extra room to the other drivers. You saw the 88 of Wes Graham drop way down on the track to give plenty of room so they didn't have to deal with that netcode.
Yeah, no more netcode. Oh, is that? Look at what car I see in P10, Jeff. The 80 car up to P10.
Oh, big crash behind him. The 87's involved.
Oh, Charles Gray.
Charles Gray involved. We're going to find out what happened back here. Sorry about that. That was the 87 of Charles Gray, and the caution will fly. What caution is this? What number are we at? I did not didn't see it. Oh, man, what a bad position. Just, yeah, came right up on Robert Kellert right there, it looked like. Didn't have anywhere to go. Yeah, I don't think he saw Kellert there at all. Kellert came down low. We've seen a lot of these guys dealing with a tight race car all night coming off of turn 2. Looks like Kellert had a tight car, trying to keep it off the wall there. The 87 came up. Racing deal 100%.
Peanut butter covered popcorn there, Jeff, as the Reese's Pieces mobile gets into the popcorn machine of Orville.
We'll watch it from right here. This one. Yeah. It's one of those things. A racing incident for sure. Sermon getting right around there. No more damage to his car. But the 87's got a lot of damage on that car. We'll see if Charles Gray, one that, you know, had high hopes coming into this race, knew that he just had to keep his nose clean. Well, It's been anything but that. I think he might be out of fast repairs, sadly.
I think so. I think he's gonna have to probably sit down there and get some repairs for a lap or two to get that car drivable.
Well, now we're at lap 85. So we saw Eric O'Neill was the lucky dog there. Well, let's see what happens here on pit road. You see anybody going to come down? They might. It depends on how much tires matter here at this track. And if we see anybody come down pit road now, it's going to show that the tires matter. If everybody stays out, the leaders, then I think we won't see any pit stops for a while. And it looks like
the 81 doing this.
Oh, of course,
thing.
yep.
Yeah,
You gotta love it.
you need to ask Tony to start penalizing him for
Analyzing. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here. We'll be back with more action at New Hampshire. And welcome back to New Hampshire, where we have seen a lot of action here tonight. But the man of the hour has been Macedo. My pick for the win tonight, actually. We'll see if he gets it done tonight. Going to be restarting lap 88.
I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Well,
We're
wait
not
and
gonna count
see.
we're not going to count our chickens before they hatch, come home to roost.
That's absolutely correct.
Is
Yep.
that it?
That was absolutely correct.
Dot our I's and cross our T's.
There you
Here we
go.
Racing. Pace car's
And-
in.
Perfect. That was
Yeah.
actually a really good restart. Like we both went "Meh,"
Yeah.
at the same time. Oh, Wes Grant. Look at Poderero up in the mix now.
Holy guacamole. There's some racing going on
Ryan
here, Jeff.
Steinhoff up there,
Oh,
too.
God. Oh, wrecking to the back, Jeffrey.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Kyle Cleveland involved. That's Hilton involved there.
Oh, there was some salt over the radio. I can hear it.
Oh, I believe it, dude. That is, that's unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and back this thing up and find out what happened. But, man, lot of problems coming out of turn 2 all night. That was already 89 of Hilton sideways. That was a self-spin by Hilton that happened there.
Paris Hilton getting a little sideways.
Yeah, you can see that right there.
Spin.
It's tough. It's tough on these restarts too to be on the outside lane. And that was Bookman got into 70 of Evans. Evans into the 89. Yeah. Keller with some more damage to his car. Cleveland a hard lick on the inside. The 87 of Gray involved in the 40. Just ARCA breaks. The 87. And Eric O'Neill as well.
Oh man.
You can't ride it.
I think it was Rick was a little angry on the radio, but because I could hear my radio is turned all the way down and I could still hear it. That's how I know it was getting spicy. But to his credit, he was on the brakes and got punted, so that was not his fault for getting into.
Yeah, I can understand. I totally get why he would be upset with that.
Oh yeah.
And just hasn't been the race that Charles Gray has wanted today. It really has been a really heartbreaking thing to see because there's a lot of damage done to that car right now, and he has no fast repairs. He's out of fast repairs right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be a lot of salt on that popcorn. Not so much a sweet and salty mix, but full salty mix. Full salt, butter and salt.
So give us the little shakedown on what you heard over the radio, because I love being able to hear the radio, so I know you get to now.
Oh, I didn't hear specifics, but all I could hear was that, and I could not hear anyone over the radio the entire night. So for me to hear that means they were loud and not having it.
Wow. Well, 37 is going to stay out here and get another lap back. That's going to be Eric O'Neill coming back from a deployment. Happy to be back in iRacing and also the league. Once again, he had to miss out on the whole season as he was deployed. So we're happy to see Eric O'Neill back once again, one lap down, but he's about to change that. He'll be back on the lead lap. The only car that is really facing any issues right now is going, besides Serban. Serban's 6 laps down, but Charles Gray is a lap down and Robert Kellert is a lap. Oh, okay. Charles Gray did have one. Look at this. He pulled one out of the woodwork and got that 87 repaired. So don't count that 87 car out. He's a lap down, a lot of racing to go. He could get a lap back. But yeah, he was saving that last fast repair. I think he knew that there was more problems coming to him.
Oh, so you're telling me there's a chance?
Yep. And you know what? And that's what you would see out of a driver like Charles Gray. I mean, Chuck is one of those guys that's just like, hey, you know, I know what's going to happen. And he finds himself in these positions over and over and over again and goes, you know what? Let's just save that last one because you never know. And to be honest, he had the front gone of the car and the rear, so it was a perfect time to use a fast repair.
Very opportune timing for the 87 car. Now, if he can just dodge some wrecks and dodge a wrench and dodge a ball, he might have a chance to make a good finish here. Well, look at Ryan Steinhoff up there,
I'm
Jeff.
telling you, man, we were talking earlier about these guys that are up in the top 10 that are shaking things up, and Ryan Steinhoff is one of those drivers. So watch here, start at 15th. He finds himself in 6th on this restart.
Brandon Osborne up in 8th position. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Another one to keep an eye on right there is Brandon Osborne on this restart. So it's going to get interesting. But out front, the pace car dives on down. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag in the air. We're back. Green flag racing. Macedo with a huge jump.
They got backed up there, Jeff. Chris Essery took some damage on the bottom line. The whole bottom line got backed up there. Not going to be happy with that one. Terrible restart.
Look at this one right around here. You got Steinhoff battling the 80 and they get together.
Oh,
huge crash. Nope, they're hanging on to it. Good driving. The 59's around. Bookman's around. Cleveland involved. It's really tight racing right there.
I got to turn up my radio. I want to hear this.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's not happy with somebody on that one. That was just tight racing.
That restart was absolute trash.
Yeah, and I don't think that was anybody's fault other than, you know, it was just tight racing off of turn 2. We've seen all night, but yeah, the 59 holding his line perfectly fine there. I'm a potent, didn't know it, and the 80 car just was, you know, found himself up there in the side fender of the left front fender of the 59, and they both, you know, tried to hang on to those cars the best they could right there, but I mean, what can you do? And they were around. A lot of damage to the right rear of that 2 car of Essery. We'll see if it gets fixed.
Just to remind you, we do have some drivers available for interview too during a caution if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have? Oh, well, they're coming down pit road right now. I was gonna see if we have Macedo on the.
Okay, we do not have Dylan. No, we have Charles Gray, Rick Evans, Ryan Steinhoff, Bobby K. Who probably
I don't think any of those guys want to talk right now based on the races they're having.
Eric O'Neill and Gage Bookman. And
yeah.
Osborne. Brian Osborne's available.
Okay. I don't think we want to talk to we don't want to talk to those guys right now.
I don't think we don't. Okay. So
no.
we don't want to talk to anybody. Okay, good.
Because everybody has just been recently involved in a terrible thing. So they're so salty and they don't want to do it.
Let's poke them. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, how did it feel getting wrecked? That must have sucked.
Yeah, I tried not to put myself in a position where we have to deal with a pissed off driver.
I love it.
Because you know they'll be like ultra salt. So
it's like testing them. It's
well,
like,
you know what they'll do? They'll just be like, so, you know, we always get wrecked every week. So, you know, they'll just cowbush
it. It's the same shit, different day. You know, same shit. It's what it is, what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Steinhoff did nothing wrong there. He was holding his line. It was just, I think that the 80 car thought he had room. He did not. And that happens, sadly.
I'm pulling him up.
Which one?
Hey, Ryan, are you there? You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how did it feel to wreck the field?
Okay. I'm taking the 24/7 hat off. Hold on.
What's that?
I think he was talking about his tinfoil hat there.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. But you came down pit road and you got a fast repair. I know it's been an up and down day for you. You've been up to 6th. You started 15th. How's the track been? How's the car been tonight?
Honestly, the car's been good. I've been just taking it easy, driving one lap at a time, taking my time to pass someone, and just trying to make the car around me overdrive versus me overdrive. And that's why I was able to climb so high. So
it's been an up and down for sure, but you've been hanging in there. We watched the replay on that last one, and that was just a matter of, I think the 80 car thought it was clear and he wasn't. We've seen it happen with a lot of different drivers tonight, so good luck out there. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, stop screwing up, okay? See you later.
Bye.
Bye. I had to.
I know, dude. That was perfect. It took me so long to find his name. So if you tell me that you're actually going to bring a driver up, I can actually go down the list and grab them.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
It was an impromptu thing. I just wanted to with them.
I know. I get it.
Hey, Jeff, how many full beers do you have on your desk now? 4?
1.
Just 1? Oh, it's working.
Yep. And slam this one back before we go green flag racing again, because that's a good idea.
Oh yeah. Hey, is
I don't think people think I'm doing it either.
Hey, where's not DW? No, who's the guy that we usually have come in the booth? Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah.
And it just failed, absolutely failed on us there.
That's a 5-star man.
5-star.
It's a 5-star man. If
I
I've ever
told
seen
you.
him.
All right, pace cars down and away. We're going to be green flag racing once again. Rucci is the man. And here we go. Andrew Ewing's in 2nd.
Wait, what?
Rick Evans in 3rd.
They must get down for some pit stops. Oh,
yeah, they did not come down pit road here, and we can see them eating them alive right now. Potter really slow on the back. We're going to keep our eyes out front. A lot of side-by-side racing back here right around Aaron Beaver. You got Wes Graham trying to hold off Otterero. Or sorry, that's Beaver. They have the same looking car. Not my fault. Rick Evans trying to hold on to the outside.
Oh, man. She definitely shakes things up. Dylan Macedo up in 6th place right now. Wes Graham in 6th place. And they're going to try and work their way back to the front. Back to front, just like the way I wipe. Wait, no, that's wrong. Can't say that.
I'm watching right here. Dylan Macedo, the guy to keep an eye on. This is what Rucci wanted. All these guys, we were watching that whole crash take care of, the field basically, and everybody came down. Some guys came down pit road, some didn't. So a lot of pit road strategy happening here, but Macedo on the move.
McAdoo on the move. And he's going to be trying to work on the 81 of Bay Area Bugs. But Matt Rucci is liking this. Uh-oh, some action going on in the back there, Jeff. You see the only.
Oh, yeah, we're keeping an eye on this. We're keeping it. Aaron Beaver's going to lose a spot to that one. Fodorero way back in the mix right now. A lot of pit road strategy happened. I'm so sorry we missed that during the caution there. Everybody came down pit road. Some guys stayed out, so it really changed up this entire race. Fodorero to the inside of the 70, real close. Out front, Rucci. And that's Brandon Buggs, and Dylan Macedo got all of the speed off of turn 2. He's right there.
70's holding up a bit of traffic right here. He's going to go wide as Osborne and 48 are going 3 wide, trying to pass him, and they make it clean. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was crazy in the back there. But yeah, number 70 is dropping like a rock, but we're on board here right now.
I'm watching the 97 there.
97.
Yeah, he fell so far back there, but yeah, back up front, keeping an eye on Rucci. And also the 2nd and 3rd position, Macedo, the man that's been dominant all day. Not letting Rucci get away. Why do I keep rhyming? I don't know, but he's trying to get around the 81. He's holding him up right now. He needs to find a way around the 81.
Garth, that was a haiku. He's trying to find his way around the 81, and we'll see if he can do it. Did Jeff knew it? Maybe it will. I'm trying to rhyme. It's not working.
That's okay.
I'll try to rhyme it with it. It's terrible. I don't know, but I think
Rucci's he's not running away with this right now.
He's not, and I think Dylan is still very much in the mix here, and this is going to be some very close racing between the top 4 drivers here, Jeff.
No, it is, and Wes Graham is needing this exact thing to happen. I'm so sorry I didn't have the ticker up, but yeah, Wes Graham wants these guys to be racing really hard. He can close in on them. Look at 81 of Brandon Bugs all over the back of the 28 of Rucci.
I'm just enjoying the racing right now.
Some really good racing happening right here between the top 3 drivers. The Steinhoff up to 4th. Sorry. Nope. 6th. I saw him making a move back there.
Woo!
Really close there, but that tells you the kind of driver that the 81 of Brandon Bugs is. He could have got into the back bumper of the 28, and he jumped out of the throttle there immediately. You heard it. And the caution flies.
Potoraro, 67.
Ryan Steinhoff, slow as Favignano, the 67 there, having issues. We're going to find out what just happened there, but that's going to shake things up. This is not what Matt Rucci wanted. Matt Rucci trying to hold off everybody after that pit road strategy. This whole thing right here happens between another driver that we had just talked to, of Ryan Steinhoff, but let's see what happened here. It might have been a racing incident. Looks like the 59 gets tight, sliding up the track. The 67 going up the track as well. They're both tight here.
Oh, you pushed him.
There's no touch.
No touch?
Nobody's
No
touched
touching.
yet. What happened
No
here?
touching.
I think this, oh, right here. Yep, the 59 just kind of.
Oh, after I told him to not screw up, and he goes and he screws up.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Ah, you hate to see it. You really do.
You do. Well, that's why he's the beta Ryan and I'm the alpha Ryan. So, know your place,
Favignano in
Ryan.
the 16th position. Up front, let's talk about Matt Rucci. What an incredible season this guy has had. Like, not even messing around. You know, he came in here, was fast in practice. Not the fastest in practice, but he was fast in practice. He was fast in qualifying. He took the pole position. So he's had the fastest car to deal with tonight. Just been a matter of him versus the track, but Macedo has figured the track out a lot more. And to be honest with you, Macedo, third in points right now, is looking to keep a positive, a momentum going into this race. He's the one to beat tonight. And I'm telling you what, Macedo's the fastest car on the track. Even in the last 5 laps we just watched under green, he was the fastest car on the track. So it's...
Oh, yeah.
This is exactly what he wanted. Rucci didn't want to see this because of track position.
This restart's going to be very important, Jeff. This is probably going to be the most important restart of the race so far.
And I'm trying to explain that the best I can because it's hard to say, but we're running out of time in the season. So this is a pinnacle race. This race and the next race are really important. You must run in the top 5 for these guys that are, battling in 3rd and 4th in points. They need to be in the top 5. And for Dylan Macedo to be, showing the speed he's had tonight really proves that he is a championship driver. And the only one I think that you could steal it away from Matt Rucci, unless you're counting out, you can't count out Leonard Favignano, but Favignano right now is the 16th, and he's had an up and down day.
Yeah, he's literally up and down. He's been up and down the standings. And yeah, I think he definitely he's capable of making it back to the top 5. But unfortunately with that recent incident of him, I think it's going to be tough work for him to get back up there. But
no,
how about,
it is.
How about Barry Bugs holding it down?
Yeah,
Place,
I was
third place.
literally about to talk about him. You got it.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, he's had such an up and down season. He started out with a lot of promise, got caught up in wrecks at Daytona, went on to the next race. The next race was actually the Rock. Terrible race there. Moved on. He's been caught up in so many different issues with other drivers. Has put himself in a bad position for the season, but then found speed a little bit afterwards. He does not have a win so far, but he's still trying.
That he is.
He doesn't even have a pole this season yet.
Bugs doesn't?
No, he doesn't have a pole. He doesn't have a win yet. So it's something that he's hungry for right now, and we'll see if he can do it here. The closing laps. When we restart here, we're going to be 9 laps to go. So these guys are going to be in a huge hurry. It's going to be interesting on this restart. Now, Rucci is going to be the control car. He elects to take the bottom lane. I don't agree with this because Dylan Macedo has been a boss on the outside lane on these restarts.
I mean, he's been a boss on any lane of the restarts tonight. So I think either lane he's in for it, Jeff.
Yep, I totally agree with that. Pace car's down and away.
Great.
Rucci is on his way. Green flag in the air. He wasted no time at all. But can Macedo do something with it? Brandon Buggs got his hands full right now. He falls back to 4th. He's battling the 88 of Wes Graham really hard right now.
Oh boy. This will be coming off to the backstretch here. It's going to be a drag race down to turn 3. See if Buggs can get momentum to try and clear that 88. I don't know if he can do it. They're going to be side by side all the way around this track for another lap, I think, Jeff.
You know what? We have to talk about it really fast, but Ryan Steinhoff, one of the drivers we just talked about, had that big issue right there. P6 right now, holding on to it.
Yeah, he's back up there. No problem.
Here comes Macedo. Macedo's got speed.
We are running out of time here, Jeff. Running out of laps. These drivers are going to have to make some moves.
Yeah, we see the 25 much faster on that outside lane, but Rucci's really holding him off right now.
Just update for you, Fodoraro getting into some trouble back in the back of the field again, so he's dropping some positions.
Yeah, it's Fodoraro and James Hilton there.
That's right.
Hilton with a lot of damage on the inside of his car, on the left side, I mean. And that's Charles Gray holding off there. But back up front, we got to keep an eye on what's going on because Rucci's got his hands full by Macedo.
Oh, does he ever? Macedo all over the back bumper. Not going anywhere. Really, I think he's just trying to show a force right now. Just say, look in the rear view mirror and look in your side view mirrors. I'm here. Look at me.
Well, I mean, if you're in Macedo's position, you've had... Oh, and he got loose, really loose there and gets almost in the 88.
Oh, they hold it straight.
3 wide.
They go 3 wide. Marion Buggs trying to take advantage of it.
Macedo having his hands full right there. He's going to fall back to 4th.
What happened there, Jeff, with Macedo?
He got loose off of 2. We talked about it all.
Man.
Every single one of these drivers have had problems off of 2 today.
Well, that sucks. Well, I hope somebody can get up there next to Rucci and give him a run for his money, because right now he's in the clear. And is that Bay Area Buggs in 2nd place? Can he be the man that does it, Jeff?
I don't know. It's going to be really hard to beat Rucci right now. But, yeah, he's got speed. Brandon Buggs moving forward. Andrew Ewing up to 8th right now. Watching back here. Not keeping anybody out of the loop. But what a great run by that driver tonight. And that is the 80 of Brandon Osborne in P10 right there. Nice battle for that position. But out front, it's going to take a lot for the 81 to do something here. Their time is running out, but we might get a late race caution based on the way a lot of these guys are racing each other.
But look at Macedo. He's not going anywhere, Jeff. He's still looking really fast. And he's all over the back bumper of the 88 there. He's still looking fast. I think he's just a little bobble. And that's what happens when you drive these cars on the edge to be this fast. The slightest mistake, well, that'll happen. It's only a matter of time.
It rattles your cage, too. And we saw that happen to him. So, I mean, he fell back to 3rd and 4th. And in his mind, my race is going away from me. What happened? You know, that happens. And I feel bad for him. but it's racing. It's just what happens.
There's one guy that can collect himself after a bobble. It's Macedo. And we're
Caution
gonna
flies.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho.
Lot of damage there. That's the 2 car of Essery involved. Trying to find that guy. There he is right there. We'll back it up to you. This is going to change up everything. This is exactly what Rucci did not want to see happen. I'm so sorry. I screwed that up big time. We're going to find out what happened here in just a few moments. I backed it up too far. It looks like it was self-spin off of turn 4. Trying to get as much as he could. He might have had some help from Jill Brown there, but it's hard to say. Yeah, I think he did have some help from the 43 of Jill Brown. The 2 car just kind of came down right there. Racing incident between these 2 drivers. Yep, little contact there is all it took to just get the 2 car loose. And you can see the 43 hitting the brakes. He didn't mean to get into him. That's just, that's a racing incident, unfortunately. And the 2 car goes around, locks it down into the grass. This changes up everything, though. Anybody gonna come down pit road? I don't think so. Because now we're getting into a position of a green-white checker here.
We are. This is going to be the first green-white checker. You can see it on the ticker. It's going to lap 121.
121.
So we got a GWC. We got 3 attempts at it tonight.
I'm sorry, but this is a perfect recipe for an end to an amazing race.
This is good. I like this. Me like you.
I hate to be that person that's like, hey, I want to see a green-white checker, but I secretly did. I knew I want to see Rucci work for it. It's a heartbreak for Macedo, but watch how much of a beast Macedo is going to be on this restart.
And honestly, I think this is Bugs' best chance to actually try and get a win here, because I don't think if they had stayed green, I don't think he had enough time. I don't think he would have been able to do it. But now that he's going to be starting side by side on this restart, he might have a chance.
He might have a chance. He's going to have to be super, super aggressive on this restart. He knows that, Rucci's been really, really, really quick on the throttle on these restarts. Basically right on the exit of 4. So he already knows what Rucci's going to do. So we'll see if he's going to plan for that, because for Brandon Bugs to win this race, it all comes down to this restart.
As they say in drag racing, Jeff, he's going to have to be better on the tree. He's going to have to tree him, which there is no tree. The other driver is the tree, so I don't know how you do that. But he's got to anticipate when he thinks Rucci is going to get on that throttle, and he's got to be right there with it. So his reaction time has got to be there.
100%.
I don't know if he can do it. We'll see.
If you guys are just joining us, you're watching the Magic Mile 120 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And it's been an incredible race so far tonight. You're about to see the ending to an amazing race that we have seen so far. My name is Jeff Favignano. I'm joined by Civ Ryan up here in the booth, calling all the action, and it's been nothing but exactly that. Not a disappointment tonight at all.
You've been here from the start. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're tuning in now, you picked a good time to tune in, because this is where it all matters. As we're on our caution lap here onto the back stretch, they are side by side.
I see some big beef in the chat.
By who?
That's going to be a green-white checkered GWC. Get West crashed.
Get Wes crashed. Wow.
I'm only kidding, because I know he's a fan of Wes.
Wow.
But I like the acronym. We like that. We appreciate it.
Big beef.
And one of the Spells drivers there letting everybody know what green-white checker means. We appreciate that. All right. Pace car's down and away. Comes down to this restart. Who's going to be the first one to go? The 28 goes. Green flag in the air once again. Green-white checker at New Hampshire.
Bugs is able to hold that second spot, but he's got Wes the Mess Graham on the inside there into turn 1. But he's all over that back bumper of Rucci. Rucci is by no means away as Bugs gets a little loose off of that corner. Now, if they can keep it clean here, guys, the race will be official if we can get across the line here.
Yes, it will, and he's got his hands full right now. Matt Rucci does. It's going to come down to the last lap for the 81 to make a move. And will he give him the bumper? Will he move him out of his way? He's got speed. One to
Race is
go.
official. It does not matter what
Wes
happens.
Graham
at
is
the
loose.
88 wrecking.
He's holding it off.
Who cares? We got a battle for first here, Jeff.
One to go by Thrustmaster. Here comes the 81 trying to get there. I don't think he can do it. And Matt Rucci will win at New Hampshire.
Great finish there by Rucci. Your race winner. Getting that lobster.
Matt Rucci starting this race with the pole. You know, he wasn't the fastest in practice. Macedo was really quick. A heartbreaker for Macedo to see that one walk away, but it came down to that. And you can see a lot of drivers just, you know, giving the bumper to Matt Rucci to say, hey, congratulations. Good job there. But Rucci, the man of the hour right now to win another race. And this helps his points out greatly for the championship.
I mean, heartbreak for Macedo. He led that entire race and was easily the best looking driver out there.
But you know what?
And
I think he would have had a great shot of this race, but he made that late race mistake off of turn 2, and that really was hard for him to recover from.
That's true. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Matt Rucci burning it down once again. What an incredible driver we have seen this season. Right now, 4 wins. This is his 5th win in the season. Pretty insane. 5 poles, 4 wins. Incredible drive by the 28 of Matt Rucci. And we're going to head over and we will have your official results here in just a few moments. And we will tell you what happened here in the race. If you just joined us, you missed an amazing one. We're going to get caught up to some drivers and have some interviews here shortly. But your top 10 right now, Matt Rucci, P1. Brandon Buggs in second. Almost there at the end. Just couldn't get it done in second. Third to Dylan Macedo. Dominated the race. Finishes third. Ryan Steinhoff. What an incredible drive by that driver. We talked to him over the radio earlier. Finishes P4. Very respectable after starting 15th. Stefan Benende, 5th. 6th to Sargent. 7th to Beaver. And Aaron Beaver, a driver started 14th, had an up and down day, you know, drove his butt off to a P7 position. So we have to give accolades there. Brandon Osborne, what a upset in the beginning of the race, but rounds out the top 10. A great points day for that driver. Andrew Ewing, a driver started 24th, one that made up 15 positions. We saw at the end, you know, it came down to a pit road strategy, and Ewing just got it done, you know, starting 24th and ends up P9. Gage Bookman in 10th. And then from there, Charles Gray, up and down, you know, a terrible race there with all the accidents he was involved. And he'll find himself in P11, so it could have been worse for him. Leonard Fodorero, one of the fastest cars tonight. We saw P12. Joel Brown in 13th, 14th to Rick Evans. Nice run by the 70 camp there, 19th, and gaining 5 positions to figure out how to get up there in the top 15. Chris Essery in 15th, 16th to Ryan Potter, 17th James Hilton. Sorry, 22nd, so that's a decent run for him. Jason Lance, not the night he wanted, started 4th and ends up in 18th. 14 positions lost off of that one. Kyle Cleveland in 19th, 20th to Robert Kellert. Eric O'Neill in 21st, 22nd. Wes Graham after what a battle at the end there. And just what a gentleman, you know, didn't wreck it into the field, held onto the car, stopped it, gave all those positions away. Unfortunately, started 6th and he'll finish out 22nd. Bad points day for that driver. David Sermon, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. They did not show for the race tonight, so that is how it all shook out. Let's head over to the driver interview. We'll be here in just a few moments. All right, and what an incredible race we saw. Let's catch up to the race winner tonight. Rucci, did you think that you could hold off the 81 and the 25 tonight? What was your story, and congrats on winning your 6th race tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I was surprised everyone pit around like 100 or whatever they pitted. I was actually like, I thought I lost the race, but I saw the few green flag laps before, I was able to run pretty decent laps, almost close to qualifying laps. So I thought staying out would be the right option. Obviously it was.
I appreciate y'all.
But Macedo had some bad luck with the exits, and
Damn.
that was fortunate for me. But it was a great race. It was a lot of fun, and look forward to next
I
week.
finished.
Hot
Open
mic
mic,
there,
Wes.
Wes.
Oh, hot mic there, Wes.
Sorry.
This
We-
isn't
we hear
your
you really well there.
broadcast,
Okay.
Okay, can you shut the f up, Wes? God.
I'm sorry about that, Richie. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just said I'm just looking forward to next week and racing.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. I said it was your 6th win, but your 5th win tonight, which, nothing to scoff about. What has been the biggest driving force to find yourself in leading the points here in the league so far?
It's just like just setting myself up in the best position as I can near the end of the race, just to score as many points. We've had some good luck, others haven't, and I'm fortunate for that.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. Matt Rucci will get his another win here tonight, and we're going to move on to hear from him. But congratulations, what a drive! And the heartbreaker tonight. I mean, let's talk to Bugs here. You started 10th tonight, and you weren't happy with the car in practice, in qualifying. What changed in the race? And tell us about that fight there for the lead.
Yeah, I was struggling a lot in practice on Sunday and earlier today, just struggling keeping the car under me. But I was trying to push for quick times, and I was beating myself up about it. And I realized, once we actually get into racing, this is all going to be different anyway. Got not a great qualify, and then just tried to, stick with the people that I could around me and kind of pretty much learn as I go, because I was still trying to figure out this track. And I think I was punching way above my weight class there. I was going to be happy with the top 10 finish tonight, and we ended up fighting for P3 at one point, then getting up into P2, and then battling Rucci there at the end. I thought, his old tires were, I thought he was going to fall like a rock, and he didn't. He held on to it, and I couldn't get a run on him. I was definitely quicker than him in some sections, but it's just a really hard track to pass on, and I couldn't make a clean pass. And at that point, I was a little more concerned about the people behind me that I knew were definitely quicker than me all night. So I was just pretty much content with holding my spot and just riding it out for the end of the race.
It was an incredible drive, number one. But number two, what happened in the late race pit stop? Because that changed up almost everything in this race. Did that put you in a position to win?
I think so, yeah. I was definitely struggling with tires here. They fall off very quick, and the car really starts to plow into the corners. So taking tires when we did was definitely the right move. And I learned from Pocono that you pit with the pack. So I saw Dylan come in. He had been fast all night. I've been kind of keeping with his pace a little bit. So I decided I'm going to come in as well and get that last set. And it's hard to tell if that actually was a good call or not, because Rucci didn't get him and he was still fast afterwards. So the car felt a lot better to drive on new tires, I'll say that. So for me, it was worth coming down and getting them.
There you go. Brandon Buggs started 10th and finds himself in P2 tonight. I'm going to send it down to Civ Ryan. You're going to meet up with another driver. I already know who you're going to talk to, so I already know who I want to talk to afterwards. So go ahead.
I mean, well, we'll just round out the top three. May as well talk to Mr. Dylan Macedo. Dylan, great drive tonight, man. You were easily the fastest car out there, and just tell us about that. What happened? You had a slight bobble there. You were able to collect yourself, but you dropped down to fourth. What happened?
Yeah, I was comfortable with the car all night. We had a couple runs there, and I was able to take care of my stuff pretty good. Got in a good rhythm. And then we had a good number of cautions. And then I thought about lap, 100. Decided to come down pit road, try to get some tires, try to get a little bit faster. I was thinking that Rucci was going to stay out, and he did. And, just trying to get an advantage there. And unfortunately for me, it didn't work out. And then I bobbled there at the end, and gave up a second, and it was an awesome move by Bugs though, taking me 3 wide. But I gotta give a lot of credit to Rucci for taking care of his stuff enough to maintain his pace up there, especially on being on fairly old tires there, and was able to get the win. So congrats to Rucci on the win, and we'll try again next week in Indy.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, you're a great driver, man. And you keep driving like that. We're going to see you taking those wins sooner than later. That's for sure. Other driver I want to talk to is going to be your Thrustmaster move of the week. Started in P24 and they ended up in, oh my God, I forgot who I was going to talk to because the screen moved. Oh my God. Who started P24? Oh, wait. Andrew Ewing. Andrew.
That was the guy I was going to talk to. I knew it.
Get wrecked, bitch. Is Andrew here? Is Patrick Ewing here? Is Patrick?
He had to run. He's not here. Sorry.
He's dunking on bitches. All right. Well, you got the Thrustmaster move of the week. Started 24th, ended up in 9th. Back to you, Jeff.
All right. I want to catch up with Ryan Steinhoff. We talked to you under caution there for a little bit, and it wasn't what you thought was going to happen. I'm sure you unloaded it, starting 15th, and here you are at P4. What an incredible drive that was. Probably one of your best finishes by far for the season. But on top of that, what happened there in the final laps?
Just same thing I was telling you earlier. Just kept taking it one lap at a time. I don't know what the pit strategy was for everyone in front of me after that wreck. I felt like I was on better tires because I was just able to zoom right by most of them, but I don't know. Maybe it was just luck. I've been very lucky these last couple of weeks. So, but yeah, it's really about it.
All right, we're not going to take up anybody's too much more of your time. I did want to talk to another driver that we haven't talked to this season so far. Incredible run tonight, and that is the 97 Aaron Beaver. I know you started 14th, and here you are finishing 7th. You had a lot of racing around you for the most part of the night. A lot of guys were in single file, but it didn't seem like you were going to back down anytime soon. Tell us about your race.
I was just I was like everybody else. I was just trying to take it easy. I knew there were guys faster, than me, and so I just kind of let them go when I had the opportunity. But I gained quite a few spots on the wrecks and stuff, and then just kind of was keeping pace the entire night. So it ended up being a good run.
Well, fantastic. It was good to see you run like that. We definitely enjoyed all of the racing that we saw. We're going to let you guys get to your drivers' meeting. What an incredible show it was for all of us. We appreciate it. You guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Well, folks, I'm going to jump back down here, and we're going to have our final words with Mr. Civ Ryan about the race. I mean, what an incredible one we saw tonight. It's anybody's guess as to how this season's going to go. But I'm telling you right now, one that hurt really bad tonight was Fodorero. We didn't get a chance to talk to him as we ran out of time, but what a great race overall. I am so sorry, Mr. Civ Ryan. I had myself muted, but what a great race.
Taking it personally here. Great race. And great commentating, Jeff. Even better commentating by us. Pat on the back.
Slamming beers and still showing the show.
Slamming beers and making waves and making the broadcast. That's how we do it here on twitch.tv, Jeff /J Favignano.
Yeah. And it was fun tonight to show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes. If you didn't check that out, you can check out the VOD that'll be on Favignano Live here within the next couple days, and you can see exactly what you missed, but you can also watch the VOD here on twitch.tv as well. So wanted to say a big thank you to all of you. I know a lot of people subscribed and all that stuff, all the Twitch stuff. We really, really appreciate that. If you guys got a subscription and it was gifted to you, be sure to say thank you. That is obviously how it should always go. That's going to do it for me tonight. I don't know if you have anything else, Ryan.
Stay sexy, chat. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.